On day 1, I spawned in as a baby ant in my elemental anthill. I looked around and saw the rest of my colony only possessed a single element each. I was the only full-on elemental ant.
You have all the elements? How?
Just then, a huge explosion blasted the anthill open, revealing a large void mantis.
Yes! I finally found you, elemental ants! You will be nothing but our next meal! Eat them all!
The void mantis's men quickly spread throughout our home and started to devour all of our ants. I have to save the queen. I ran as fast as I could to the throne and tried to reach her, but I was cut off. No!
My little ant, get out while you can!
As she said this, the ground started shaking, and a huge wave of water burst inside and swept me out. No! The queen! On day 2, I found myself washed up at the edge of a forest. My colony, the queen. I have to find a way to rescue them.
What the? An ant? In our territory?
Huh? I realized I had washed up right next to a dump.
Hey, this is our home, you jerk!
You know, maybe we just found our next lunch. Wait! But one of them pounced onto me, which caused him to crash into the others. I gotta go!
You idiot! Don't let him get away!
One of the raccoons jumped in the dumpster and threw out skateboards? You guys skate?
Yeah, and there's no escape, so just give up, kid!
They were all doing everything they could to take me down. Some of them even doing tricks on treetops?
Sick Ollie, man!
What kind of raccoons are you? One was about to catch up to me, but I shot out an ice element, stopping him in his tracks. Whoa, I have powers?
They got Jerry! Get this stupid bug!
The other raccoons were about to take me down, but just then, a player shooed them away.
Get out of here, you stupid scavengers!
The jig is up! A bullet mission!
Yeah, and stay out!
Huh? I looked around to see that I had ran right in the middle of a beach party full of players. Oh boy.
Oh, come on, y'all. Let's dance and party! Yeah!
Players were dancing all around, jumping up and down with their deadly feet. Oh no, this is a bug's worst nightmare. I have to escape. I began to make my way through the party and did my best to avoid the players as much as I could. Yeah! I need more soda! There, in the center of the crowd, was a picnic basket. Bingo! I carefully ran to the basket and hopped right in just to see a bee was hiding here as well.
Another insect? My name's Daisy. I got stuck here while I was looking for honey.
Nice to meet you, Daisy. We gotta get out of here, or else we're done for. Daisy nodded and started to fly up in the basket.
Follow my lead.
She pushed the lid open and picked me up. Yeah! Okay, please, don't drop me!
Just hold still.
She began to navigate through the crowd, and we were actually making it out okay. But suddenly, a bee! All the players then pulled out fly swatters and began to swing at us. We did everything we could to avoid their attacks, but one of the players hit us to the side. Yeah!
Chaw, no one escapes Chad. Oh.
We landed right on one of their benches, and there in front of us was a strange-looking fire burger. Whoa, what's this? On day 4, I had an urge to take a bite out of the burger. When I did, something began to happen. My body began to glow red, and I even gained 5 more hearts. Whoa, I feel like I'm on fire.
You stupid bug, just go away!
The angry buff player charged in again to take me down, but as he slammed down on the table, I used my antennas to summon a powerful fire shield right above me. Whoa!
Ah! Hot! Oh!
The player caught on fire and ran away crying. So much for tough Chad. More players started to come in, but Daisy picked me up and we quickly escaped.
Fuzo, I didn't know you were elemental. Looks like you were connected to that fire burger.
Yeah, I was. I wonder why. Maybe it's the key to stopping the Void Mantis.
The Void Mantis? I'll do anything to stop her. She destroyed my home too.
With that, Daisy and I formed a team. We began to explore the world, but as we did, we saw the players from earlier out searching for us. Okay, it's dangerous out here. Let's find a safe place to stay. On day 5, Daisy and I went to work. We found a safe place no one would be able to find us at and started to build up a base. I began to make myself a nice little flower pot to call my own home, while Daisy made herself her own little beehive.
I love honey. If you find some around, maybe I could make you something with it.
Huh, sounds like a deal. Just then, a strange blue duck ran in and entered the base. The mantises! They're attacking! Oh, brother! Wait, what? I followed after the duck, and he brought me to a clearing and saw the void mantises. They were attacking a butterfly home and taking all of them down.
Another colony down, and our power only grows stronger. Soon, all insects will bow down to us and be nothing but meals.
This is horrible.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, by the way, viewers, yeah, I'm talking to you. You can now be a VIP member of the channel. All you need to do is click the join button, and you're in the Fozo flock. You get exclusive VIP perks, like members-only community posts, custom emojis, loyalty badges, and I'm gonna reply to your comments first in the comment section. So join! Okay, bye.
Okay. Just then, I was hit to the side. Yeah! I looked over to see a large, hungry troll was looming over me.
Food must eat!
Oh no! On day 6, I was being chased into a freezing tundra while the troll was doing everything he could to eat me. He had very deadly chomps that would tear through entire trees.
So hungry!
Yeah, I can see that! He was about to catch up and take me down, but I was pushed out of the way. Yeah! In front of me was a tiny tomb.
Oh, geez, mister. You're lucky I found you. Come with me.
The two of us left before being found, and I was brought to a hidden village. It was tiny, like me, and themed with candy. Tombs were all around, extremely hyper from the sugar, living their best life.
I just had 50 candy bars. Yeah!
Whoa. And amongst all of it was an ice popsicle. It's like the fire burger. I quickly ran over to take a bite, but their tomb leader stopped me. Wait, are you on a gummy beetle?
Don't judge me. That hungry troll you ran from has eaten countless of our delicious homes, causing us to go into hiding. You want this popsicle? Then get rid of him!
Okay, deal. But how am I gonna do that? The leader signaled one of his men, and I followed them. It wasn't long until we arrived at a strange chocolate-themed waterfall.
Chocolate.
That large and deadly beast has one weakness. He's allergic to chocolate. Pass the trial, and you'll get the tool you need to get rid of him.
Okay, you're on. On day 7, I began the Coco Trials. The trial activated. Loads of platforms all began to appear, showcasing different obstacles leading to the top.
A non-sugary folk attempting my trial? You're going to fudge this up!
Oh yeah? I began confidently. The course itself was intense. There were chocolate cookies that pushed out of the walls, trying to knock me off. And worst of all, hot fudge? You gotta be kidding me! Thankfully though, since I was an ant, I could climb on walls, helping me avoid certain challenges.
No! I cannot! Chocolate! You passed these trials!
He began to shoot out spews of chocolate at me, and from them emerged chocolate bunnies.
Stop the loser!
Hey, they charged in, but with my fire element, I was able to push them away and make it to the top. Yes! Because I passed, the chocolate goo monster began to transform.
No! No!
Oh, okay. Looks like I did it. I picked up the new chocolate bar and made it back to the tombs. You know, you could have warned me about that goo monster back there.
Yes, that was Robert. Everyone hated him.
As he said this, an explosion sounded off at their candy village.
Oh no!
Hurry, come on! On day 8, we made it back to the candy village, but everything was being destroyed.
He found us! Take the sweets and run!
There, in the center, was the large troll, devouring building after building in a single gulp.
The chocolate bar! It's up to you! Help us!
I charged in, while debris was flying all around me.
Yes, very yummy in my tummy!
He stomped again, and this time, damaged the tomb leader.
Ah!
Hey, stay away from him! I shot out a fiery attack, causing the troll to turn his attention towards me.
You, rainbow ant, gummy ant!
He charged in, but thanks to my small size, I was able to avoid his bites. I was able to climb up to the nearest building and knew I only had one chance. I shot the chocolate right at him, and he swallowed it whole. Yes!
Chocolate, my favorite!
What? I thought you said he was allergic.
It was a hunch! I don't know!
The troll charged it again, but I shot out my fire attack, hitting him right in the mouth. Because of this, he fell back.
Hot! Spicy food, much better than sweet. So much better!
The troll left the village and went off in search of spicy food.
That's one way to do it. Go ahead, take the ice popsicle.
I listened to the leader and went to bite it. Because of this, I began to upgrade again. I now had 15 hearts, and the ice elements had empowered me. Whoa, I did it! Because their village was now destroyed, I began to bring the tombs back to base with me. We were almost there, but as I was approaching the forest, I heard a noise in a bush, and there, hiding inside, were a group of ants. My people!
Bozo! There you are!
I ran up and reunited with my family. Where's the queen? Is she okay? The ants looked sad.
We know she's still alive, but we couldn't save her.
But
At least you found 2 of the elemental foods.
elemental foods?
Yeah, there are 6 elemental foods us ants always brought back to the anthill. They empower us and give us strength like no other.
Whoa, that's why I grew stronger. Come with me. With that, I brought my ants with me back to the base. I quickly got to work by building up the tombs, their very own candy-themed homes.
Oh, sweet! No pun intended.
From there, I began a new anthill. I made sure it had plenty of space and a new throne for my queen. I'll be strong enough to save you after finding the rest of the elemental foods. I promise. I even made a room that held the first 2 elemental foods that I had collected. The other ants took a bite and they grew stronger. Nice. Once outside, an explosion sounded off next to me. Wah! There, in front of me, was a small rocker?
Rock on! Best concert ever!
Explosions kept going off as he moved around and ran off. Hey, cut it out! On days 11 and 12, I chased the small rock into the nearest jungle, where more and more explosions kept going off all around me. Yeah! Is that rock music? I looked in front of me, but the rocker was gone? What? Just then, I accidentally fell through a hole in the floor. I looked around and saw I was in the middle of a lush cave full of the rocker rocks. There was a huge concert going on, and on top of the stage was rock candy. Oh, the earth element. I need that.
Welcome to the annual Rocker Tournament. Whoever wins will be granted the Rock Candy. competition will begin shortly.
Great! How am I supposed to win? I'm definitely not a rock star.
You want to win the tournament, you say?
Yeah? The rock person left, and I quickly followed him to his garage. It was full of different rocker gear.
The same jerk wins every year, so it's your lucky day. I'm gonna help you win.
He then threw me over a list of materials.
Those will craft the Guitar of Legends.
Whoa!
Get the materials, and you will surely win.
On days 13 to 14, I set off to collect all of the materials. I needed wood, iron, and golden string. Okay. I went back to the surface and was able to collect some wood. From there, I went back in the caves. And was able to get some iron. Okay, 2 down, 1 to go. But where do I find golden string?
Looks like we found our next little meal.
I turned to see I was surrounded by a group of golden spiders. Oh no. They pulled me into their golden nest with their webs. Yeah, stay back. I tried to fight back against them with my fire, but they just dodged.
Your fire is too slow for us, elemental ant.
They charged in again, but I had an idea. I used my new ice elements and shot at the spiders. Because of this, I froze them in place. Haha! Like you said, I'm the elemental ant.
Okay, Reggie, just give him what he wants.
They threw me over some golden string. Yeah, that's what I thought. On days 15 to 16, I made it back to the Rock's garage. Here you go, all the materials.
Perfect.
He went to work and started to merge everything together on his workbench. Once completed, I was presented the Guitar of Legends. Whoa! I picked it up and felt a new power like no other. I knew how to properly rock now and had a newfound confidence. Just then, an announcement sounded off.
All right, rocker band. Tournament is now beginning.
Right, I still need a band, but I think I have an idea. I was ready to perform with my new ant band on stage.
I'm nervous.
Just follow my lead. I began to play and started our performance. Now, all of us ants started to rock out. Because of my guitar skills, everyone around me suddenly knew how to rock as well. We had crazy drums, an amazing bass, and even a great singer.
Yeah! Rock on!
We're doing it. We're actually doing it. Our performance was about to finish, but bursting in on the stage was a mysterious musician.
Hey, that's the jerk I was talking about.
Finally, some competition! But let me tell you, no one beats the champion!
On days 17 to 18, the musician started booming the stage with intense beats and sounds. Hurrah! All the viewers started to cheer him on. We can't lose hope, guys. We'll rock this city alive. Our band began to shoot out a fiery performance. Every one of us was pouring our hearts to deliver a show-stopping song. I felt so intense that as I strummed, the whole guitar started to ignite and went ablaze.
What the? Now that's rock!
What? Impossible! How could you do that? You're all just ants!
We're not just ants. We're elemental ants. I hit my final note, launching the musician right off the stage. Yeah, we did it. The announcer came back on and addressed the crowd.
This is a day we will never forget. The clear ultimate rocker of this tournament is the weird fiery elemental ants.
We won. They took out the rock candy and handed it over. Yes, finally! I took a good bite, which caused me to begin to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and could feel the earth elements throughout my entire body. I could now shoot out deadly rocks whenever I wanted. Sweet! Only 3 more elements to go. On days 19 to 21, we returned back to our base to make a home for our new member, The Rock. I dug out an awesome cave filled with precious ores just for them.
Wow, it feels just like home. I'm a great miner, by the way. So if you need any ores, just let me know.
That's amazing. I'm gonna need all the tools and weapons you can make to take down the Queen Mantis. From there, I went back over to my anthill and placed the next elemental food inside. Because of this, the other ants came up and ate it, which made them stronger too. Awesome.
You're making our colony stronger. I'm sure if the queen were here, she'd be so proud of you.
Just then, I felt a strong earthquake shake all around us. Whoa, is the Void Mantis attacking? When I went to check though, instead of void bugs, I saw large frogs shaking the ground as they hopped by.
Oh, I am so thirsty! Then hurry up! We need to drink from that sacred water bottle!
Sacred water bottle? Whoa, another elemental food. I better follow them. On days 22 to 26, I followed after the hopping frogs. It wasn't long until I reached a swampy shoreline, and there, hovering over the water, was a giant floating lily pad that held the water bottle. The frogs were hopping across floating platforms, leading to the top. I gotta get up there. I tried my best to jump between the platforms, but I quickly realized I wasn't able to make the jumps. I can't jump that high. How am I supposed to reach the top?
Hey there, little ant. You want to get to the top, huh? Don't worry, I'll help ya.
Thanks. The little frog quickly jumped across the platforms, and once he was on top, a stream of water began pouring down. Sweet. I swam up the stream, but as I made it to the top myself, I came to the horrible realization that the frog used the water in the sacred water bottle.
What? I got you up here, didn't I?
Dude, I needed the water inside of the water bottle.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Our water bottle! You!
What? I didn't do this. The frog didn't listen though and hopped in to take me down. On days 27 to 29, I did my best to dodge out of the way of the leaping frog. But whenever I tried to run, he would just hop over me and cut me off. Okay, do you want to fight? Fine. I shot out my elements at the frog and started to push him back. His large size gave him the advantage though. And with one shot of his tongue, I was swallowed whole. Yeah, I was eaten. This can't be how I go out. I looked over to see other insects were stuck in here as well.
Yeah, join the club.
No, I can't just let my queen down like this. I had an idea and shot out my earth element attack all around. Because of this, the stomach started to shake violently.
It's gonna blow!
I was then shot back out onto the lily pad and landed in front of the frog.
Oh, finally! I'm free!
Yuck! Wait, you're elemental?
Yeah, man. Look, I didn't empty that water bottle, but I need it to be strong enough to save my colony.
You really are trying to face the Void Mantis? Don't you know? All the other insects are either hiding or extinct because of her.
I don't care. She has my queen. The frog was impressed by my courage and brought me to the edge of the lily pad and gave me the water bottle.
There is a way you can refill it, but it won't be easy.
On days 30 to 32, I followed the frog's instructions until arriving at a mysterious empty well. He told me I have to go in this? Okay. With no other choice, I jumped straight inside and fell into an enormous underground shrine. Whoa. As I stepped out, the water bottle shot out and landed in the center. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely in the right place. But as I said this, water started pouring in from the top of the room. Oh no, the shrine, it's gonna flood. I began to panic as water was filling up the shrine, and I knew if I couldn't figure out what to do soon, I would drown. Just then, I looked up and noticed 3 different holes the water was coming from. I have an idea. I used my ice element and was able to clog one of the holes. Because of this, the water bottle began to fill. That's it. I hurried to the next one, and with another ice shot, I froze it as well. One more to go. The room was almost completely full of water, and with my head barely above it, I shot out one final attack and was able to freeze the final hole. Because of this, the water level lowered and the bottle was filled back up. Yes, I did it. On days 33 to 35, I went up and took a drink out of the sacred water bottle. Because of this, I began to upgrade again. I now had 25 hearts and felt the water elements fill within my body. Awesome! One step closer to being fully elemental. I happily made my way back towards the frogs when I saw the lily pad kingdom was being destroyed. The void bugs were running throughout and taking down the frogs one by one.
No! Stop!
Yes, we are stronger by the day. And with the insects all in hiding, you frogs will do.
You won't get away with this.
I looked over and saw that in a cage was my queen.
Look around. The only reason you're alive is so I can feast on your elemental warrior while you watch.
No! I was about to rush in and stop her, but was cut off by the small frog.
Don't, dude! Those bugs are crazy strong! There's no way you can stop them!
You're right. The colony and I need to get stronger. Come with me. I can keep you safe for now. Hang in there, Queen. We'll save you. On days 36 to 39, I made it safely back to base with the small frog. I built him a nice lily pad home so that he would feel nice and comfy. Hey, I'm sorry about your people.
Yeah, it's alright. I know you're gonna make them pay one day.
That's right. For all the people they've hurt, I promise. I then went over to the anthill and placed down the water bottle, allowing the other ants to drink from it.
Ah, so refreshing.
As he said this, I suddenly felt something burn me from below. Yeah! I turned to see that some void corruption had begun to take over the base. No! Out of instinct, I shot my fire elements, burning it away. Whoa, my elements are like a repellent to this stuff.
Nice work. You better get the rest of it before it starts spreading again.
Good idea. I went out and kept blasting the corruption with all of my elements and was able to force it out of the base. But suddenly, I heard a scream coming from nearby.
Please, no. Leave me alone.
What's going on? I ran out to see some of the void bugs had cornered a small moth.
Look at this one! You're a fighter!
No, stay back.
The moth tried to blow the bugs back, but it only made them angrier.
Hey, that's it! You're coming with us!
They then grabbed the moth and started to dig down into the ground. Oh, no, you don't. On days 40 to 44, I ran after the bugs. Hey, stop! Leave her alone! I used my mastery of the earth elements to shake the tunnel and cause a cave-in in front of them.
Wait! The elemental ant! Oh, the queen has plans for you! Get him!
The bugs dropped the moth and charged in, but I used my new water elements to wash them away in a flash. Aha! I'm a whole lot stronger than when we first fought. Hey, are you okay?
I'm alright. But those void bugs, they killed everyone. All because our leader found that stupid air donut.
Air donut? That's the next elemental food. Please, show me where it is.
I can try, but I'm warning you. My home is not what it used to be.
The moth led me over to their secluded spring, but when we got there, the place was full of more corruption and eggs. Ew.
Tell me about it. Look, over there is a gate where we kept the air donut, but it's all covered in corruption.
Don't you worry. Leave it to me. I walked up to try and clear out some of the corruption, but as I walked forward, some of the eggs began to shake. Are they supposed to do that? They all began to hatch as void larvae came crawling out.
Stay away!
Aw, they're kind of cute. But as I said this, they shot out void spit at me. Ah, not cute! On days 45 to 47, while running around the spring, I noticed most of the larvae were sticking close to the pools of corruption. Let's see what happens if I do this. I blasted the closest pool, cleansing it and killing them. Yes! It looks like they rely on them to stay alive. But as I did this, I noticed the other void bugs got angry. Oh no! I ran around, dodging their barrage attacks as I tried to run to the next pool. Wow! I used my earth elements to create a wall of dirt blocks to block their attacks. Just one more to go. But as I ran out of cover, I saw that the remaining larvae had started to grow bigger. Seriously? They began to fire much more powerful projectiles now that would spawn void shards heading right at me. Yeah! I was hit back, but not before firing my fire element to cleanse the final pool. Ugh. Thank goodness that's over. I then looked towards the gate to see the corruption all around the spring had vanished.
Nice work. Come on, let's get you that donut.
We walked through it and entered a large den, and across the way stood the large air donut. Finally! But before I could run forward, the moth flew in front of me. Hey, what gives?
Wait, something doesn't feel right.
What are you talking about? As I said this, a beam of pure void energy came out of nowhere and struck the ground in front of us. The whole floor became corrupted by the void.
What was that?
I don't know, but we need to get to that donut fast. On days 48 to 52, the moth began to fly up, and I jumped between stony platforms to avoid the corrupted floor. I was making my way, jumping from platform to platform, as the corruption started to seep in from the ceiling above us. That's not good! I kept jumping as fast as I could, as more and more corruption seeped in behind me. But as I made it to the final jump, I realized it's too far. I'm not gonna make it.
Hold on!
The corruption was close, and I had nowhere to go until the moth picked me up and flew me across the gap. Phew, that was close. Why didn't you do that earlier?
You're pretty heavy for an ant, okay?
Hey, I looked up to see that we had finally made it to the air donut. Okay, I'll admit, I do love some junk food. But as I ran towards it, another beam cut me off. Floating down above the donut was a massive void moth.
Not so fast.
No, not you too.
What is it?
That was the leader of my people.
Yes, the Queen Mantis has shown me her power, and now I will use it to rule my territory in her name.
You can't do this. This isn't you.
Well, it is now.
The void moth began to fire more beams of energy right towards us as I pushed the other moth out of the way. Okay, listen to me. We have no chance of stopping him unless I can get to that donut.
We need to save him.
That's the plan. We dodged out of the way of another beam as I began to fire back at the void moth. My attacks were useless though. Nothing I did would purify him.
You fool! I am no weak larva, but a king of the void!
The moth's attacks became even crazier as he blasted the whole cavern, constantly shooting out his powerful beam. Yeah! I was still weak from my previous fights, and that hit knocked me down to low hearts. I need food. The void moth flew over me and was about to deliver a finishing blow when
Stay away from him.
the creature slowly turned towards the moth. No, don't!
I know you're in there. Snap out of it.
You don't understand, little one. This feeling, this power is all I ever wanted. Now die!
On days 57 to 53, the moment of distraction gave me just enough time to run to the air donut. I took a massive bite, which caused me to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and my very own wings with the mastery over the air element. Now that's an upgrade. But the void moth was still charging up its attack. I used my new air element to create a vacuum of wind that pulled the moth out of the way.
What?
Yeah, gotta be quicker than that.
Ugh. think I'm gonna be sick.
Fine, I'll deal with you first.
But before he can unleash another attack, I took to the air and blasted down on him with everything I had. With multiple attacks from all of my mastered elements, I finally purified his corruption. Yes!
What happened? Oh no, what have I done?
It's okay. I'm alright. I'm just glad you're yourself again.
Me too. Thank you, Elemental Ant. I am forever in your debt.
Don't mention it. Now, let's get the two of you out of here. Your home obviously isn't safe anymore, but I think I know just where you can lay low. On days 60 to 63, I made it safely back to base with the moths. I made sure to make them a nice and cozy home so that they could feel safe.
Thank you, Fozo, for everything.
Of course, us bugs gotta stick together. I then went over and placed down the air donut next to the other elemental foods in the anthill. Eat up, everyone! My ant people came over and took a bite, which caused the entire colony to upgrade again.
Whoa, look at you, Bozo. You've almost mastered all the elements.
Yep, only one more to go, and then we can face the Queen Mantis. But as I said this,
Hey, pal!
I looked over to see that storming into our base was a gang of rats? Yeah. Who are you?
The boss wants a word with you.
I cautiously went with them as they led me over to a large human town.
Yeah. Save the sightseeing till after. We're going down here.
We entered into the sewers below, and the tunnels then led me right to their rat leader. On days 64 to 68, I walked up to their leader. I'm not in trouble, am I?
Well, it was you who sent off the void bugs, ain't it? They've been digging around, destroying my little highway under the city.
What? No, the Void Mantises attacked me and my colony first.
Well then, we have a common enemy. Come with me.
The rat led me deeper into the sewers, where a large pool of sewage water was beginning to overflow.
My boys use these tunnels to get around, you see? With all the bugs digging around, they've caused the tunnels to collapse. Now we're gonna be washed out of our home if you don't do something.
I'm sorry, okay? I want to help, but I don't have the time for this.
You listen to me, bub. You do this for us, I'll show you the best pizza place in town. How's that sound, huh?
Pizza place? The final elemental food. It has to be there. All right, I'll do it. I flew into the room and used my mastery of the air elements to blast out the first tunnel. And it worked. But as I did this, the water level began to rise. Oh no! On days 69 to 73, I knew I had to hurry as I flew around quickly and used my air elements to clear the rubble of the other pipe. But the water level rose again. Are you sure this was the right idea?
The drain must be clogged up with something.
I looked down into the murky water and could see the drain he was talking about. Here goes nothing. I dove into the water and began to swim down to the bottom. Ugh, this is disgusting. I could see the rubble over the drain, so I got close and used my earth element to shake the ground and cause the water to seep out. Come on, Fozo, just one more time. With my elements, I was able to focus another powerful quake that cleared out the rubble, and the sewers started to drain. Yes!
Hey, boss, he did it. All the pipes have been cleared.
Good. Now get away from me. You smell like wet rat. Good work, Ant. Now, I'm a rat of my word. I'll show you the pizza place myself.
Lead the way. The rat and I quickly left the sewers and made it into an alleyway within the town. There it is. The lightning pizza.
My boys usually sneak in here all the time. The worker is a real piece of work. Good luck.
With that, the rat snuck back down into the sewers, and I could smell some pizza through an open window. Bingo. On day 74 to 77, I snuck in through the window and flew into the pizza place.
Buzz's lightning fast pizza delivery. Get your pizza at lightning fast speed or your money back. What can I get started for you today?
I looked over and saw the lightning pizza the worker was making. That's it. The last elemental food. I flew towards it, but as I did, the worker picked it up and put it in a pizza box.
You should work as a pizza delivery guy, Dan. It would be so much fun, Dan. Yeah,
right.
Wait! I need that pizza! I quickly flew outside to see the pizza guy had already gotten on his motorcycle and started to drive away. No! I quickly flew after him. But as he went down the street, people were driving around recklessly. Whoa! I was going as fast as I could to keep up, but more and more cars kept driving by. Come on, come on! Thankfully, the pizza guy stopped outside of one of the houses and began to walk towards the door.
Buzz's Pizza.
Oh, no you don't! While the worker was distracted, I flew right into the pizza box. On day 78 to 80, I was now inside of the box. And there, the entire lightning pizza was in front of me. Yes! Now, just gotta take one bite. But before I could, the entire box began to shake. Whoa, whoa! What's going on?
Aw, thanks, bro. Here's your tip.
Oh no! Suddenly, the box opened, and I was now inside of a player's house.
One large pizza, all to my... Ah! There's like a fire ant in my flipping pizza!
The player ran out of the room in fear. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was about to go back to eat the pizza when the player ran back in, wearing protective gear.
Prepare to be exterminated! Oh!
Seriously, dude? Fine. I'm a lot more than just a fire ant. But the player didn't listen and ran into attack. His massive size in comparison and the bug repellent he was using actually made him very dangerous to me. Whoa! Chill out, dude! I blasted at him with all my elements, but his protective gear made him incredibly hard to hit. Yeah!
Oh, not so tough, are you?
I looked over and still saw the pizza on the counter. Now's my chance. On days 81 to 85, I made a dash for the lightning pizza.
You greedy bug!
The player splayed me with the bug repellent, but this time I summoned my fire shield to protect me. Because of this, I was able to take a bite out of the pizza and upgrade one final time. I felt the lightning elements course all throughout my body, giving me mastery over all the elements. Yes! Oh, you really messed up now. I flew in and shocked the lights in his house, turning off the power.
What? No! Where'd you go?
Using the darkness, I was able to fly around and attack the player with my new lightning element. My attacks were now chipping away at his armor, making it almost useless.
Oh, man! I got beat up by a bug!
The player ran out of his house, crying as he went. Sorry, just trying to save my colony. On days 86 to 90, I was proudly making my way back to base when I came across a horrifying sight. The queen mantis made an above-ground nest where all of her bugs were crawling around, guarding my queen's cage.
You won't get away with this. My warrior will never fall to the likes of you.
Shut it! The bug struck her cage, making her cowered back.
The true queen will be here soon, and maybe the appetite will get the better of her this time. Enjoy your final moments alive!
That's it. I have to do something. I began to sneak closer to my queen's cage, but there were too many bugs guarding it. If I'm seen just by one of them, I'm a goner. But then an idea struck me. I shot out my newly mastered lightning element at a mass of nearby corruption, causing it to explode.
What was that?
With this distraction, all of the nearby bugs ran over to investigate, giving me a chance to run to the queen's cage.
My dear, you should have not come here.
I couldn't just leave you. Hold on. I carefully melted the cage with my fire element, which allowed her to escape.
Hey!
I looked over just as the bugs all took notice of us. Oh no. The ground began to shake and the queen mantis burst out of the ground.
Just in time. Kill him!
We better go! I quickly picked up my queen and flew away as fast as I could.
They're already too out of reach of our attacks, my queen. What should we do?
Follow them! They will lead us right back to their loved ones, and we will finish this once and for all!
On days 91 to 94, I quickly made it back to my base with the queen.
Yes, Fozo, you did it! You saved the queen!
Her job's not over yet. Hurry! I brought the queen and the others in the anthill, where I placed down the slice of lightning pizza. With another bite, all of the ants in the colony grew in size and power. Yes! Our queen took her rightful spot on the throne inside of the anthill and looked at all of us.
You have all done well to follow my warrior. And now I must ask you, are you willing to fight alongside him as he faces the ultimate evil?
Anything for the queen!
And for Fozo!
Thanks, Daisy. Let's do this. For all the bugs whose lives have been destroyed by the void. As I said this, a rumbling started to shake the entire base as the Queen Mantis shouted out,
Come out, you vile ants! There is nowhere left for you to run.
all right, it's time. On days 95 to 99, the army of ants and I marched out to face the Queen Mantis.
Don't make me laugh! You call that an army?
We may just be ants, but at least we are monsters like you.
You will die for that. You useless insect! Devour them all!
Both sides of the army charged in and began to fight all throughout the battlefield. The void bugs were strong, but the determination of the ants were pushing them back. Yes! I looked over and watched as the moths were taking down void bugs together.
That's for turning me against my people!
Even the tombs were joining the fight.
For the queen!
I'm so scared right now.
I then watched as Daisy stung a void bug, taking it down.
I heard you are the ant's closest friend. Yes.
The mantis was about to unleash an attack that would take her out, but before she could, I jumped in the way, pushing her aside. Yeah!
Fozo, no!
On day 100, I was sent flying and slammed down into the base. Yeah! Then, suddenly, the Queen Mantis caught up to me.
Finally, I can devour you once and for all.
The mantis struck down on the ground, and I was barely able to fly out of the way. But because of this, the entire base became corrupted by the void. I'm not gonna let you destroy our anthill. Not again! We all deserve to live!
They deserve nothing! It's mercy that I kill them quickly!
Her words enraged me, and I flew in to attack. I shocked her with my lightning, struck her with my earth element, and used my fire shield to protect me. But then, the queen started attacking furiously, and began rapidly hitting my shield.
Just give up!
With that last hit, I was thrown back and knocked down to only 1 heart. Ah!
I'm going to enjoy this.
The queen began to charge her final attack to take me down for good when I looked over and saw that my queen had come out and saved me.
I should have done this sooner. Let's end this together, Fozo!
We both rushed in and began to attack the Queen Mantis with everything we had. With our combined power, she didn't stand a chance.
No! No!
With the one final attack, I took down the Void Mantis for good. And because of this, our ant colony could finally live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby elemental lion. In front of me was the large and scary Shadow Boar, battling it out with my dad. You can do this, Dad. You're the king of the savannah. The two of them were fighting for their life. My dad was putting up a fight, but the Shadow Boar's men quickly joined. Together, he was getting overpowered and was brought to the brink of death.
Son, you have the power of the elements? Run!
Just then, the Shadow Boar dealt a last hit to my father, killing him. No, Dad!
With this crown, I am now the powerful king of the savannah!
You'll pay for this!
An elemental child?
He immediately charged towards me, but I ran for my life.
There is nothing he can do. This land is ours.
On day 2, I escaped the King Shadow Boar. That crown doesn't belong to him. I gotta find a way to make this right. As I said this, an arrow hit me from behind. Gah! I looked over, only to see players lined up along a line, practicing their aim.
Gotta get ready for the tournament.
Tournament? Another player shot his bow, hitting me dead on. Ah! Hey! Out of anger, I shot out a blast of burning fire right at him.
What the? A lion with powers? Everyone aim!
Oh no! I started to run as fast as I could, while the players were trying their best to shoot me down. Let's catch it for the games! No way! Leave me alone! I kept running until I unfortunately met a dead end. Great! What now? While distracted, one of the players hit me with a spear. Yeah! I tried to fight back with my newfound power, but I couldn't control it. Oh no! I was surrounded, and one of the players threw poison right on me.
Put this guy in the arena. It's time for the show to start. Oh.
On day 3, I woke up and was in the middle of a strange coliseum. Ah, my head. All around me was a crowd filled with excitement.
Come on! Let's get on with the show already!
I turned to see next to me was a baby rhino. Who are you? What's going on?
My name is Boulder, and we are about to die.
What? I gotta get out of here, now! I began to search throughout the Coliseum, looking for any exit. But then, armored players entered inside.
The gladiator show has begun. Who's ready for the time of their life?
Me! Let's tear them to pieces!
Oh no, they rushed in towards me and tried to take me down. But just in time, I shot out a gust of wind, launching me on top of one of the pillars. Whoa, this little lion is annoying! Being this high up, I was able to spot a mysterious fire-themed throne. Is that connected to me?
Don't let him escape!
The players tried to shoot at me from below, but I jumped from pillar to pillar until reaching the throne. I sat on it, and because of this, something began to happen. I grew larger in size, now had 10 hearts, and had my very own fire mane. A burning sensation built within me, now allowing me to breathe out fire as I pleased. Whoa, did I just master my fire element? On day 4, I jumped down into the arena with a newfound confidence.
Oh, time to totally finish this.
They rushed in, but I unleashed a giant fire roar.
Oh, what the?
They didn't stand a chance now and retreated in fear.
Wait, you're the king's son! No wonder you're connected to the elemental thrones!
Elemental thrones?
Yeah! The 6 elemental thrones have existed in the savannah since anyone can remember. Each one is located in a vast environment. It looks like the fire one was owned by these players.
Well, I gotta find all 6 of them. They seem to be connected to me somehow. With that, Boulder and I formed a team. We quickly left. But as I did, I saw shadow boars out surveying the land. Quick, hide! We did just in time before they could spot us.
What's going on?
I'll explain later. But right now, we gotta find a safe place to go. We both narrowly escaped their vision and traveled until making it to a ruined area in the savannah. Looks like a perfect place for a hideout. Let's get to work. On day 5, we both went to work on making a safe place for us to stay in. I got all the essential blocks to make me a nice lion-themed home. One to scare off any intruders. Perfect. And Boulder made a boulder?
What?
Nothing. I noticed from the fire throne, I had a weird fire orb in my inventory. Huh? Suddenly, it popped out of it and floated to the center of the base. Whoa, I wonder what happens when I find all of the thrones. After catching Boulder up about what happened to me, he seemed really scared.
Ugh. The shadow boars are no joke. You have to be careful.
As he said this, an explosion went off in the distance. What the? I ran over, only to see a lake battle.
We've done nothing to you, you heartless beast!
They were fighting a live submarine? It shot out deadly explosions their way, and one of them knocked me into the lake. Gah! Hey! I was extremely angry and shot out my powerful fire roar right at him, but it did nothing underwater. Oh no. Ah! The other fish people and I swam for our lives while the angry submarine tried to take us down. I tried to swim out of the water, but his missiles would just knock me right back in. Oh no! I thought I was truly done for, but the fishes quickly pulled me into cover. On day 6, I swam up and out of the water and saw I was pulled to a secluded beach. The fish had their own town alongside the shore, and there, at its center, was the water throne. Whoa! I quickly ran over to sit in it, but was blocked by the fish. Hey, I helped you!
This throne belongs to our king. No one sits on it but him.
Well, where is he? They quickly brought me over, where I saw their kingfish.
Hello, Elemental Lion.
This is your king?
Yeah, but we haven't been able to get this squid off of his face for days. Without him, that submarine has been attacking us non-stop. But maybe, if you help us free our king from this stupid squid, he'll allow you the throne.
Well, how do I help? I followed the fish as they led me to a clearing down the river.
See that restaurant over there? They have a tool that can help us with the squid problem. Get that tool for us? We free the king.
Okay, deal. I parted ways with the fish and entered inside of the restaurant. Okay, I just have to deal with some chefs. How hard can that be?
A lion? What kind of service is this?
Wait! Great. I was then teleported inside of the kitchen. Yeah! All around me were chefs, but they were Endermen?
Well. Looks like we have an intruder.
Maybe I should go. But I was teleported again, and this time was sent to a cooking line. Deadly knives were crashing down, and at the end of it, I was being sent into an oven? Oh no! The deadly knives came slashing down, almost slicing me in half. Whoa! I gotta find a way to get off this thing! I was making my way closer to death, but I saw up ahead was an exit. I made my way over and tried to claw through it, but it just wouldn't budge. Okay, I gotta try harder. I did again, but this time used my fire element as well. With my strength, I was able to break right through. Okay. In front of me was the tool the fish were talking about. A shredder? What are they planning on doing to that squid? I picked it up, but as I did, the Ender Chefs came back.
What? You made it out alive? No! Men! Take him down!
They charged in towards me, but I used the shredder against them. Every time it hit one of them, it did critical damage. And once they were weak enough, I shot out my fire, making the rest teleport away. Yeah, that's right. I'm the Elemental Lion. On day 8, I made it back to the beachside fish town with the shredder.
Yep, exactly what we need. Go right ahead.
Okay, here goes nothing. I used it and pointed it right at the king's head. Okay, just hold still. With the shredder, I was able to launch the squid right off of his head.
Oh my, I can see again. How great. You there, how can I repay you?
I told the Fish King of my quest, and he allowed me his throne. I sat in it, and because of this, I upgraded again. I now had 15 hearts, and felt water coursing through my very veins. Whoa.
I know your father, the great king of the savannah.
Yeah, but he's gone.
Those shadow boars use very dark magic to get what they want, and have never failed in getting it. If you wish to stop them, you will need the elemental throne to become the savannah's new king.
The elemental throne? That's what these orbs must create. I'm gonna become the new king then, to honor my dad. As I said this, the submarine found the fish's hideout. Stand back! I charged in, and with my new element, I unleashed a powerful water blast straight towards it, sending it away.
Good luck, Lion. You're going to need it.
On days 9 to 10, I made it back to base. I knew if I was gonna be a king, I had to treat my home like a kingdom. I went to work, building 2 new towers throughout it, each representing an element. I'll add more when I've earned it. Afterwards, I built up a throne room at the center, knowing eventually the elemental throne would be here. As I did this, the water orb flew over and attached itself to the center as well. Another step closer to avenging my dad. I then noticed a mysterious note on the floor. Left to gather things. Meet me north of here. Boulder. Strange. I decided to follow the note until I made it to the entrance of a jungle. Why would Boulder be here? As I said this, I was immediately surrounded by monkeys.
You fell right into our trap, loser!
Hey, what did you do to my friend? But the monkeys didn't respond and shot me with a poison dart. Ah! Within seconds, my vision faded. On days 11 to 12, I awoke and was now in the middle of a tribal village, but it was severely damaged.
This is my training dummy?
What? No way! But he hit me, launching me to the side. Ah! From my new perspective, I saw a destroyed-looking platform.
My amazing throne! It was stolen by good-for-nothing snakes! I must train to be strong enough to take it back!
Wait, the Earth Throne. The large monkey charged in again, but I used my water element to dodge out of the way. Or I can help. I probably have a better shot at getting it back than you do. The leader was offended and brought me to an intricate course.
I am the strongest ape in existence! You think you can challenge me? Fine, you win, I'll accept your offer. But if you lose, you will be my training pet forever!
Okay, deal. The leader rang a bell, starting our competition. We both launched into the race. The course was full of intricate traps and challenges, and falling led to a very deadly pit. I was actually keeping up with the monkey until his people began to shoot out bananas towards me.
Slip on this!
Hey, knock it off! The bananas were slowing me down, and the large leader was taking the lead. He was surely going to win. No, what do I do? On days 13 to 14, I was met with a very long and dangerous jump. The monkey leader was close to victory, but I knew I couldn't give up. I have an idea. Using my water element, I created bubble platforms for me to jump on. Because of this, I was avoiding the course altogether.
Whoa!
This is amazing! With the one final jump, I made it to the end, right before the leader. Yes, I did it!
You possess the power of the elements! Maybe you are a better challenger to get my throne back. Here, take this map. The people who took it should be there.
Thanks. I'll bring it back. I promise. With that, I left and followed the map. It wasn't long until I made it to the edge of the savannah, where there was a deadly canyon waiting for me. After looking inside, the biome itself felt like a maze. Anything for the throne. I went inside and began to travel throughout the intricate maze. As I did, however, I was stopped by growing vines, and from those vines exited Earth Guardians.
Must protect the throne!
Oh no, wait! On days 15 to 16, the Guardians pushed towards me and immediately trapped me in vines. Stay back! Using my fire, I broke out and was able to shoot them away. I kept following the map, but more and more of them pursued me the closer I got. I just gotta keep pushing. With the one final blast, I bursted through the canyon and made it to my destination. There in front of me was what looked to be a hidden away modern town with business snakes? Why do they have the Earth Throne. I traveled throughout the town until making it to where they were holding the throne.
Halt! This throne is ours, buddy. No one is taking it.
Yeah, well, it clearly doesn't belong to you, so I'm taking it whether you like it or not.
But please, it was our only way to protect ourselves from them.
From who? The snakes brought me through the canyon, and as we exited, we saw the shadow boars. They were building up their own terrain and had many of the savanna animals captured in cages.
Keep it going. My vision for this biome will be accomplished.
How awful. Look, I can help you, but I need that throne. Come on, what do you say? On days 17 to 18, I made it back to the Earth Throne and sat on it. Because of this, its Earth-like essence flowed within me, causing me to upgrade again. I now had 20 hearts and had full mastery over the Earth element. Sweet! The snakes all got to work and collected the Earth Throne. But as they did, the shadow boars bursted into the town.
I knew I smelled that lion. Someone trying to make their father proud. Kill them all!
The boars went throughout and began to slash all of the snakes they could find. With their dark shadow magic, no one stood a chance. The king boar was slowly making his way towards me, and I knew we had to go. Come on! Using my new earth element, I forged a wall between us and the battle, which gave us just enough time to escape.
He's after the thrones! Do whatever you can to search and stop him!
I was able to escape the jungle with a few of the snakes, and we returned back to the Monkey Empire. Here you go, the Earth Throne.
You did it! Thank you so much!
Of course, but be careful. The shadow boars are on the rise. With that, I parted ways with the monkeys and left with the snakes. On days 19 to 21, I made it safely back to my kingdom with the business snakes. After their home was destroyed, I made sure to build them up a nice modern home so they would be comfortable. Here you go. I'm so sorry about your people.
Well, now we can rebuild, all thanks to you.
After helping the snakes, I noticed that Boulder was back on his rock home. Boulder, you're okay?
Oh yeah, those monkeys were holding me captive to get to you, but I got a free smoothie out of it, so I'm okay.
Okay. From there, I walked over and built the earth pillar around my castle. Then, as I walked into the throne room, the earth orb flew out and placed itself next to the others. Halfway there, Dad. Whoa! Wait, what was that? Before I could finish my thought, I heard a shout coming from the other side of the base.
There you are!
Sledding across it was a penguin? What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you. The Ice King requests an audience with you.
The Ice King? He should have the next elemental throne. Of course. Take me to him. The penguin and I headed out of the base as he led me deep into his icy tundra kingdom. And there, next to the elemental ice throne, was the Ice King.
Now it's a party.
A party? That's why you wanted to see me?
Well, of course. The winter solstice is only 5 months, 18 days, and 8 hours away. That's more than cause for celebration.
Oh, sure. But first, I really need to use your throne. I need it to stop the shadow boars.
Don't be such a downer, Lion. This is a celebration.
But
No buts. It's time for the competition to begin.
The group of penguins surrounded me and pushed me over to a lake covered in ice.
The first event in this competition is the ice slide. Whoever slides the closest to the center of the lake is the winner.
As he said this, the penguins began to slide on their bellies across it.
Ah, flippers!
Huh, sounds easy enough. I got a running start and began to slide across the ice uncontrollably. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I crashed through some of the penguins and completely slid past the center. Sorry.
Look at him! What a loser!
Come on now, it's all fun and games. On to the final event.
The Ice King will never take me seriously like this. I need to win this next event. On days 27 to 29, I went with the others over to the next event, where there were multiple pillars of ice stacked up for us.
This event is ice sculpting. Build me the most fantastic sculpture fit for a king. You each have your own ice blocks to work with. Now, begin!
The penguins got to work and were trying their best, but they didn't stand a chance. I used my claws and fire roar to shave away at the ice and build a beautiful ice golem. Ta-da!
My, Fozo. This is fantastic!
Look over here, my king. I built you a snowman. Yeah! Ow! Hey!
Well, my lion friend, you have definitely shown yourself as one of us. What was it that you wanted with my throne?
After explaining my quest to the king, he led me back over to the ice throne. But as we arrived, something was wrong. It had completely melted. What the?
Thanks for the ice orb, you stupid animals!
Huh? I looked over to see an ice mage had stolen the ice orb from the throne. You can do that?
I can do whatever I want, and with this ice orb, I will raise an army!
No!
Bozo, you must retrieve that orb. It's the only way to rebuild my throne, and for you to fully master the ice element.
On days 30 to 32, I ran after the Cryomancer as he went to the nearest tundra village. Oh, this is great. The tundra is so peaceful. Nothing bad ever happens here.
Bippity-boppity-boo!
In a flash, the Cryomancer used the ice orb to turn the villager into an ice zombie. Hey, you can't do this.
I just did. Nothing can stop me now.
The Cryomancer sent out a large wave of elemental energy that turned the entire village into the zombies. Oh no. The zombie rushed into attack, shooting out icicles to try and take me down. Yeah! Ow! I ran around the village, dodging their attacks, as I knew I couldn't fight back. I don't want to hurt them. I need to take back that orb. Maybe it'll reverse this whole thing. I rushed towards the Cryomancer as he sent out more zombies to get in my way.
Stop him!
But I used my water element to make a path of bubbles above them, and I was able to leap up and finally make it over to the Cryomancer. I told you, stop this!
Never!
On days 33 to 35, the Cryomancer quickly used the powers of the Ice Orb to summon walls of ice around me. Whoa! He followed up with more freezing attacks that began to slow me down. I have to get in close and take back that orb. I unleashed my Fire Roar, pushing him back off of the platform. I quickly leapt down and took the ice orb from him with my claws. Aha! It's over! Because of this, all the villagers turned back to normal. Does anyone have a blanket?
I've been had, but I will remember this!
Okay, what is with that guy? I returned to the Ice Kingdom and placed the ice orb where the throne was, which caused it to reform. Yes!
Thank you, Elemental Lion. You may gladly sit upon my throne as your reward.
I did as he said, and because of this, I began to upgrade. The cold element washed over me, giving me 5 more hearts and mastery over the ice element. So cool! But in my celebration, I was suddenly pulled into a vision. In front of me was the elemental ice throne. I can feel its power. Whoa, that is what I need to take down the Shadow Boars.
You will be an even stronger king than your father was with that power. Please, take some of my men as your personal guard.
Reporting for duty.
Thanks. I know just where you guys can stay. On days 36 to 39, I returned to my kingdom with the Penguin Guards. I built them a nice little igloo home to stay in, and during the day, you guys will guard the place. I led them into the throne room, where the ice orb floated up and placed itself next to the others.
Ooh, your wish is our command, my king.
I then went over and built up the 4th elemental pillar to show the mastery of my ice element.
Wow!
This place is really coming together, Fozo.
I know, but I just got an idea for something else to add, and I'm gonna need your help. With that, Boulder and I got to work, building up a defense wall around our kingdom. A good king always keeps his people safe. As I placed down the last block of the wall, a sudden gust of wind blew me off of it. Ah! What was that? I looked up and saw a strange creature flying by. Hey, where are you going? I followed the creature far off into the desert, where he anxiously flew around, talking to himself.
Oh, no, 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 no! This is bad. This is real bad.
Hey, you almost hurt me back there. Wait, are you a wind blaze?
I'm a breeze, you crazy cat! Oh, sorry, I'm just in a hurry because my king, he's in danger!
Your king?
You see, I belong to the Air Kingdom, a kingdom of birds that watches over the Air Throne. That kingdom is under attack!
Wait, the Air Throne? Did the Shadowboars find you?
No, something much worse. I'll bring you there, only if you promise to help us!
I'll do what I can. The breeze brought me deeper into the desert, where, high above us, was the Air Kingdom on a floating island. You gotta be kidding me. How do I get up there? Oh, look, maybe he can help. Hello?
No, wait! They aren't!
Before he could stop me, the tornado creature pulled me in and threw me through the air. Ah! Ouch.
I was trying to tell you, those guys aren't very friendly.
Yeah, and they really pack a punch too. Wait, I have an idea. The breeze and I position ourselves under the island. Hey, you! Over here! My words frustrated the creature, and he started to rush towards us.
This is your plan?
Hurry! Grab onto me! The breeze jumped on my back as the tornado creature pulled us in and launched us into the air. Whoa! Whoa! On days 45 to 47, the breeze and I were flung onto the Sky Island.
Ah! Oh, wow, that actually worked.
I looked around and noticed that the island was filled with singing birds all around. And there was the Air Throne. Yes!
It's you!
The birds rushed over and started pecking the breeze.
Ow! Hey, stop it!
Thankfully, I stepped in and pushed all of them back. Hey, hold it! What's going on here?
This idiot released the cloud monster that took our Bird King.
Wait, what? You're the one that caused this?
I didn't mean to, but look, I brought us the elemental lion to help.
Yeah? Well, that won't cut it, bud.
Yeah, well, I'm so sorry about your king. I'll just sit on his throne really quick and get out of your way then. I went to walk towards the throne, but the birds cut me off. Seriously?
No king, no throne for you, little kitty cat. You're in this whether you like it or not.
Okay, where is he? The bird led me and the breeze over to see more floating islands with a large air temple in the distance.
Our king is trapped in there. I promise you, once you bring him back safely, he will gladly reward you.
All right, then here goes nothing. On days 48 to 52, we began to jump across the floating islands, making our way towards the temple. But as I jumped, strong gusts of wind appeared out of nowhere. One nearly pushed me off. Whoa! I'd better be careful. We kept moving across the islands, and I was about to make the last jump when, I was about to fall to my death, but the breeze pulled me back.
I got you!
Oh man, thanks. We finally made it across the floating islands, right up to the doors of the temple. So, do we just knock?
You think an evil cloud monster is just gonna answer the door to a knock?
Oh, right. I blasted the doors open with my earth elements, and we ran inside, ready for a fight. But the temple was empty? Huh?
Over here!
I looked down the hall and saw that at the very end was the Bird King locked in a cage.
Hey, you must activate this ancient device to lock the monsters away for good.
Okay, but where is it? As I said this, a powerful gust of wind blew us back as the giant cloud monster appeared in the window of the temple. Okay, there you are. I tried to unleash my fire orb back at it, but it didn't even leave a scratch. Oh no.
We have to get that device. It's the only way.
All right then, run! On days 53 to 56, we dashed down the grand hallway as the cloud monster did everything it could to blow us back and stop us from reaching the device. Ah! I used my ice elements to form a shield of ice that blocked its attacks, but the monster kept flying around, shooting at us from every window. I was thrown back as the ceiling collapsed, blocking us off. No! In my anger, I used my earth element to break open the rubble, which gave us another way through. I'm not giving away that easily. The monster charged up for another attack though, and I had nowhere to dodge. Go! The breeze hit me from behind with a gust of wind that launched me forward to the end of the hall. Nice! I quickly ran up and activated the device. This pulled in the cloud monster and locked him away for good. We did it! All right, King, let's get you out of here. On days 57 to 59, I brought the Bird King and the Breeze back to the Air Throne.
Thank you so much, Elemental Lion. I believe my people promised you something as a reward. You may take a seat upon my throne.
Yes! I went up and sat on the throne, which caused me to begin to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts, and now had my very own wings attached to my back. Woohoo! I mastered the air element.
And as for you have actually redeemed yourself, and I would gladly welcome you back into our kingdom. What do you say?
Well, actually, my king, I had a different idea of what I wanted to do next.
So, he has mastered the air element, and why haven't you stopped him? The rest of you, my plans are almost complete. Gather the animals. I'll show them what it means to be king.
On days 60 to 63, I made it back to my base with my new Breeze friend. I got to work, building him up a nice cloud home to stay in. There you go. What was your name?
The name's Drew, and thank you for everything.
Don't mention it. Glad you're willing to join our cause. After leaving Drew's home, I walked over and built up the 5th part of my castle to represent my mastery of the air element. The air orb then placed itself with the others in the throne room. Just one more to go. Then I looked over at my elemental kingdom and was so proud of all the people and friends I've made along the way. Dad would have loved this place. With that, I built up a nice memorial for my father, right where he could look over the kingdom I had built for us. I hope I'm making you proud, Dad. As I said this, a massive storm rolled in, covering the sky. What's happening? Deadly bolts began to blast down towards me, and it felt like they were almost connected to me? Gah! Ouch! Why is this happening?
The storm! It looks like it's coming right from over there, Fozo!
I listened to Drew and ran towards the center of the storm, where I saw that some of the shadow boars were surrounding an orb.
The king's gonna love this!
Oh, no you don't. On days 64 to 68, I charged in, wasting no time. I have to stop whatever they're doing.
It's the Elemental Lion! Get him!
The boars rushed right in as we clashed on the mountainside. They definitely had me outnumbered, but I was much stronger than ever before. Every slice with their shadow-like powers felt like it pierced through my elements. Gah!
You will fall to our new kingdom when our king is done with this place. Our shadows will claim its soil and transform it into a paradise!
We will see about that. I charged in again, and thanks to my upgrades and new elemental powers, I was able to counter them every chance I could.
It doesn't matter! Our king's powers will be unlike anything you've ever faced, except your fate!
Never! I used my new wings to fly up out of their reach and attack them with elements from above.
Hey, no fair.
With the last of them defeated, I made my way over to the orb. It looks just like the ones from the thrones, but this one was empty? What happened? Before I could pick it up, though, an ocelot ran by with blinding speed and swiped it. Wah! Hey! Hey!
Sorry, Slowpoke. This orb is the property of the one and only King Cheetah.
King Cheetah? Wait, it's an elemental orb. I need it to stop.
No time to talk. See you never.
Oh, come on! I chased after the Ocelot, and thankfully, my new wings allowed me to keep up with him. He led me deep into the Mesa biome, right to an Ocelot kingdom. It was filled with nothing but hidden Ocelots, who all seemed to be connected with the lightning element. Whoa, this place is amazing! On days 69 to 73, I watched as the Ocelot ran up to the throne and threw down the empty orb to their King Cheetah.
Ah, thank you, my humble servant.
Hey, I found that orb first. It belongs to me, so give it back.
The elemental lion in my territory? He wants to take my throne. Seize him!
Ocelots rushed in all around me and tried to slash me down. God, no! Stop! I had to think fast. I didn't want to hurt them. So I quickly used my wings to fly up in the air all around them. Wait! I come in peace, okay? I just want to talk.
All right then, out with it.
I caught the cheetah up on what had happened in the savannah and what the boars had been doing.
Who are you to say that you're the best feline to defeat the shadow boars? Me and my men could easily wipe away those feral creatures.
He's too powerful. Only a fully elemental king could take him down.
Is that so?
The cheetah led me over to the start of a complicated race course.
Then I challenge you to a race, lion. If you win, I will agree that you are the stronger feline. But if not, I will take all of your elemental powers from you and show this world why I should be the elemental king. What do you say, lion? Do we have a deal?
I guess I have no choice. Deal. On days 74 to 77, the race began. The King Cheetah immediately ran and started to fight dirty. He cut me off every chance he could, and I just couldn't match his speed.
You got to be quicker than that.
We rushed into a short cave tunnel when suddenly,
now!
An explosion caused the ceiling to cave in. Ah! I barely leapt out of the exit, avoiding the rubble. Phew!
Aw, is someone already getting tired?
In your dreams! We continued to race as we came up to the large ravine with rocky platforms. The king easily leapt between the rocks, gaining more and more ground ahead of me. I'm never gonna beat him at this rate. Wait, my wings!
Ah, sweet, sweet victory. I knew that lion was... What? No!
I quickly soared down in front of the King Cheetah and crossed the finish line before he could. Yeah, I won! On days 78 to 80, I made my way towards the lightning throne to claim my prize when the King Cheetah dashed in front of me. What are you doing? We had a deal.
The deal's off, you cheater!
What are you talking about?
No one beats me in a race! You must have cheated, and now you will pay!
The cheetah touched the orb to the throne, causing it to empower him. He grew even stronger and was now charged with the lightning element.
Yeah!
He dashed towards me and hit me back with incredible speed. Gah! How did he get even faster? The king constantly zoomed back and forth, slamming into me again and again. Stop this! We need to work together!
Never!
I knew I had to fight back, but none of my attacks would hit. He was just too fast. He slammed into me again, flinging me backwards and knocking me back to low hearts. Ah, that's my only chance. I made a break for the throne, but the cheetah noticed.
Oh, no you don't.
On days 81 to 85, the King Cheetah was rushing towards me, but I used my ice element to turn the ground into ice. He was sliding out of control.
Whoa, whoa!
It's actually kind of funny when I'm not the one sliding. And I used this opportunity to run up and sit on the lightning throne. Because of this, I upgraded. I now had 35 hearts. And with complete mastery over the lightning element, I was now a fully elemental lion.
No, no! You don't deserve it! That power belongs to me!
The king ran up to attack me again, but I used my new lightning element to send him flying back. I don't want to do this. Join my side, and we'll take down the Shadow Boars together.
You're right. Me and my kingdom are with you.
Yeah, I guess you ain't that bad. I mean, you are another feline. And all of us felines, we stick together.
With that, the cheetah handed over the charged lightning orb. Yes, I promise you won't regret this. On days 86 to 90, the Cheetah King, his men, and I were marching our way back to my kingdom when we came across a horrible sight. The Shadow Boars had started to capture all of the savanna animals in the kingdom and either lock them up or force them to work.
I said build!
No, this is horrible.
They need to be stopped. We can end this here and now.
Wait, look! High above, standing next to my father's throne, was the King Boar.
Yes, men! Show them no mercy! Only the strongest will survive in my kingdom!
As he said this, a group of zebras broke free out of their cage and tried to escape, but he leapt up and easily cut them off.
Where do you think you're going? To find this savior lion? Ah!
He's still too strong. I need the power of the elemental throne.
All right, then. You go ahead to base, and me and my ocelots will scout out the balls and see what we can do. Go! Hurry!
On days 91 to 94, I hurried back to base. Just in case, it's time to fortify. I got to work and made the Ocelots and the King Cheetah their very own Mesa home to stay in. I even made sure to put up surrounding towers in the outskirts of our home for the Ocelots to keep watch. Right now, we have to stay on alert. Keep watching, men.
Aye, aye, Captain. Dude, we ain't pirates, man. Come on.
Bozo! Did you do it?
Not yet, Boulder, but the time is now. Suddenly, from above, lightning struck the castle, causing the final tower to become charged with elemental lightning. All right, here goes nothing. I walked into the throne room, and the final elemental orb took its place. This caused all the elements to swirl around the room. And finally, the fully elemental throne was forged. Yes, I did it! I ran up and sat in the throne, causing all of my elemental masteries to grow in power even more. I grew stronger, gained my very own crown, and was now a fully elemental king.
We are awaiting your command, my king.
Let's show those boars who's the real king of the savannah.
Are you ready, Fozo?
Oh, I'm ready. It's time to end this. On days 95 to 99, I ran back to the Shadow Boar's kingdom, only to see that the King Cheetah and his men were getting cornered.
Sorry, Fozo. Yes, we aren't the best at being stealthy.
It's all right. You bought me enough time.
So the all-powerful elemental lion has finally decided to show his face again. Have you truly come to challenge my rule?
I'm here to stop you and take back the throne that's rightfully mine.
Well then, come and take it!
On their king's command, the Shadow Boars all started rushing in quickly, overwhelming me with their pure strength and numbers. Ah! I started unleashing all the elements I'd mastered, blasting down groups of them at a time, but they just kept coming. But in a flash, the King Cheetah took the ones chasing me.
Nice little distraction there, lion.
We looked over and saw that Boulder had used the chaos to start breaking the animals out of their cages.
Go, go, go!
Worthless! All of you worthless! I guess I'll have to do this myself!
Thanks, I got this. On day 100, finally, I went up and met the King Boar next to my father's throne where I first saw him all of those days before. Looks like you don't have your army to back you up now.
No, I want to kill you myself!
He charged in without hesitation, using his shadow powers and brute strength to try and overwhelm me. I fought back with everything I had though, launching attack after attack. Take this! My fire roar hit him head on, but not before he could swipe at me. Gah!
Gah! You are much stronger than your father, but it won't be enough. I
am a king!
Well, so am I! I took to the air and started raining down attacks at the boar from above. I even managed to hit my father's old crown right off his head. He was now angry and launched an attack that knocked me out of the sky. Gah! I was now left with extremely low hearts.
You never stood a chance.
No! The boar reached back to strike me down one final time, but all I could think about was my father. For my dad. For the kingdom! I unleashed the most powerful attack I could, combining all of my elements into one final blast, which took down the Shadow Boar! Rah! And with that, my Savannah Kingdom could finally live in peace. On day 1, I spawned inside of a small, lush cave as a baby elemental spider. But all of my spider people were fleeing away in a hurry as skeletons shot them down one by one. Oh my goodness, why is this happening?
Son, you're elemental? Quick, all of us spiders are in danger. We need to go.
We quickly began to climb up the cave wall with the rest of my people. I witnessed death after death as the spiders fell to the skeleton's arrows. And I quickly realized I was next. Oh no! In my panic, I shot out a fireball directly at the skeleton, causing him to run away in panic.
Fozo, you have elemental powers. That's it.
But as my mother said this, she was hit. No! Mom!
Ha ha! Soon I will have enough string for my entire skeleton army!
You monster!
Son, you're our last hope. Leave now!
I made it to the top of the cave, but it was an ambush.
Kill them all for the Skull King!
All of the skeletons began shooting at us, and I escaped through a small cave hole. On day 2, I crawled out of the hole and found myself in the middle of a forest. My people are all in danger. I have to find a way to help them. As I said this, a couple of OP-looking players spotted me.
Dude, that's one strange-looking spider.
Chaw, dude. Let's see what it drops. Huh? The players pulled out their weapons and began to charge after me. Ah! I quickly started to evade them through the trees, using my small size to my advantage. But they were definitely experienced. I kept running and running until I realized, am I running on water? How many powers do I have?
What the? Dude, it has powers!
Hold on! This is amazing! But just then, I fell down into the water. Oh no, it looks like I can't control them yet. I looked back to see that the players were charging at me in boats, and I was captured. On day 3, I was brought into the player's base. Ah! Hey, let me go!
Come on, dude. Let's go get our looting 3 sword.
No, this can't be the way I go out. Just then, I heard a bark and saw a tiny dog right outside of my cage.
Hi, I'm Marvin, and I'm the player's guard dog.
You seem a little small to be a...
Yeah, I know. I hardly guard anything. The players just tend to forget about me and leave me here sitting for weeks. By the way, can't you just climb out of this?
Oh, right. Thanks. I quickly climbed out of the pen and started making my way out of their base. But just then, the player walked back out with his enchanted sword.
Oh no, you don't.
They rushed out of the base after me as I climbed the nearest tree.
Stop running and just die.
He was swinging at me as I jumped from treetop to treetop until I came across a strange looking web. Is it made out of fire? Whoa! I walked forward and touched it, causing me to master my fire element. I now had 10 hearts and felt the fire element was empowered within me. I feel so much stronger. On day 4, I jumped down from the trees with a newly found confidence.
There's that freaky looking spider. Get him!
They charged in, but I was now able to shoot out fire webs at will. Whoa! I instantly trapped one of the players, and they burnt down down to a crisp. Cha! You'll pay for that! The remaining player charged in with his diamond axe, trying to take me down. But thanks to my newly found power, he didn't stand a chance. Hot! You'll regret this! That's right! Don't mess with the elemental spider! With that, I began to search throughout the player's base for any gear I could use to save my people. But as I went to open a chest, I was stopped. Marvin, you're still here?
Yep, forgotten like always. Hey, it looks like you found one of the elemental webs.
Yeah. Wait, there are others?
Of course! There are supposedly spider webs out there in the world that each represent a specific element. I've heard they've existed for decades.
They must be connected to me. If I find the rest, maybe I could be strong enough to save my people. On day 5, Marvin and I formed a team. We found a nearby coastal island and quickly got to work building up a safe place to stay. I built up a small home within a cave, while Marvin had built himself a doghouse next to the shore.
Finally, I can move around. I didn't realize how much I missed that.
I'm glad you're happy, Marvin. All right, now let's talk strategy.
Is that Bone?
Marvin sprinted out of our base. No, hey, get back here. I chased after the small dog, but I can tell he was determined.
Bone!
It wasn't long until I caught up to him. Aha! But there in front of us were 2 skeletons overlooking a river.
Fire!
They shot out a poisonous arrow in the water, killing all of the creatures inside.
Good. The spider's venom worked. Let's keep upgrading our bows. In time, we will strike, and no one will be ready when we do.
The skeletons all marched out of the area. What are they planning? I have to find out. I went into the water to see all of the damage they had done. This is just horrible. But just as I submerged under the water, a hammerhead shark swam up as well.
You did this.
What? No, it was the
liar.
On day 6, I was swimming through the river with the hammerhead shark right on my tail. Ah! Leave me alone! I was panicking, and the shark was gaining on me fast. He bit me with his powerful jaws, and my vision began to blur. I awoke on an unfamiliar shoreline, and as I did, a coral enderman teleported in front of me. Ah! What the heck?
My vet has reported that you were damaging our waters.
I looked over and saw that their pet was the hammerhead shark. Dude, who has that as a pet? I was then quickly teleported on top of a waterfall. Whoa, 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 whoa!
For your crimes, you shall be pushed off and killed.
Wait! I wasn't the one who hurt the river. It was the skeletons.
Oh, why didn't you just say so?
We teleported back down to safety. Phew! I then saw a whole group of coral endermen. And there, in the middle of the cove, was the water web. Another elemental web for the taking. I was about to swim over, but the enderman teleported in front of me.
Oh, so you want this water web, do ya?
Yeah, I'm kind of a spider, you know.
Well, there's only one way I'll let you. Come along now.
I followed him to an empty pedestal near a trail leading out of the cove.
Recently, the coral pearl has been stolen, and without it,
one of the coral endermen in the water suddenly transformed into a regular one and died. That's unfortunate.
We have all started to lose our water powers, and we die if we touch water. So go out and find our pearl. Then we will let you use the web.
On day 7, I followed the trail until I arrived at a flooded village. All of the villagers were walking around, looking like they barely survived an intense battle. What happened here? I felt so bad for them. So I used my fire element to turn all of the source water blocks into cobblestone. And done.
Would you look at that? A strange-looking spider helping us? Thank you!
Of course. Hey, what happened here? As I asked this, a large splash of water erupted behind me, and there, teleporting in, was a water pillager?
That's what happened! Ah!
The pillager began to charge in and attack me with deadly splashes of water. Now it was clear to me who stole the coral pearl. I was fighting back against him with everything I had, and the villager even helped out as well.
Take this, you big-nosed freak!
Together, we were able to take him down. Whoa! He dropped a coral map, and it leads right to their outpost. I bet that's where the pearl is.
Thank you for all of the help! Take this!
The villager threw me over a set of iron armor. Thanks! I quickly equipped it and followed the map until arriving at the water pillager outpost. And there in its center was the coral pearl. On day 8, I climbed my way over their wall and made it onto the outpost. Fortunately for me, the water pillagers were occupied, building up their pillager ship. The coral pearl is for the taking. I crawled up the outpost and was able to collect it at the top. Aha! I did it! But I celebrated a little too loudly.
Thief!
Oh no! Before I could run, one of the pillagers ran up and hit me off of the outpost. Ah! Ah! I landed in a strange pool of water. Why is this here? Oh no. In an instant, a shark-like Ravager came charging towards me. Ah! Wait, did I just teleport out? This coral pearl is sick. The Ravager was frustrated and charged at me again. So I teleported again right out of the water. Aha! Can't get me now, can you? I looked around and saw the pillagers were surrounding me. But because I had the pearl, they transformed back into regular pillagers.
Give us back our pearl! Now!
No, you stole this, so I'm taking it.
You don't understand. We had nowhere else to go. We took that pearl so that we can move to the ocean where the skeletons can't find us.
Wait, the skeletons are after you too?
Yes, they want our arrows, our crossbows, everything.
I'm so sorry. Look, I need this pearl, but I just might have an idea on how you all can stay safe. On days 9 to 10, I returned back to the Coral Enderman's Cove, and all of them had transformed into normal Endermen.
This sucks, man!
Don't worry, guys. I quickly went over and placed the Coral Pearl down on the pedestal, which transformed them back. They were all so happy now, swimming around with joy.
Marco! Hello! Yes, you actually did it! Please, go ahead. The water web is yours.
With that, I swam down and touched the water web. Because of this, I grew in size again. I now had 15 hearts and mastered my water element. Sweet!
It's good to see someone has been chosen to form the elemental web.
The what?
You are a very important spider, Fozo. The elemental web has been told as a legend for who knows how long. With all the elements, you can weave it together, and it will grant anyone with power never seen before.
Whoa, good to know. With that, I left the cove and headed back to my base, where I saw Marvin on guard outside, chewing on a bone.
What's up?
Ha! I'm glad you were able to find a bone. On days 11 to 12, Marvin and I made it back home, only to see the pillagers from before waiting for us.
It's about time!
Oh, I'm glad you all made it here safely. With that, I quickly got to work, building them up their own pillager home. After that, I took the time to build up a statue of my mom to remember what exactly I was fighting for. I promise, Mom, I'll stop those skeletons.
I'm glad two Gerdalts can get along.
As Marvin howled out, beastly plants came out bursting out of the ground. Ouch! Ah! Hey! With my fire webs, I was able to burn them back into the ground. Then, from a sprout left behind, flew up a glowing golden butterfly.
The jungle. It has chosen you, elemental spider. Prove your wit and be granted the earth spider web.
Whoa! You're on! The glowing butterfly darted out of my base, and I quickly followed behind. On days 13 to 14, I was following right behind the butterfly, but then I saw a skeleton creeping inside of a cave. What are they up to? I left the butterfly butterfly as I followed him inside, only to see the skeletons here were using the other spiders as mounts, and the ones that weren't were put into cages. This is cruel. My people. I snuck my way through the cave until I was able to see the Skull King looking down, and there next to him was my mother.
There you are. The jungle waits for no man.
Shh. Okay. I looked back towards my people. I promise, I'll soon be strong enough to stop all of this. So I left, now filled with more determination.
My king! An elemental spider was just here!
An elemental spider? Follow him!
My dear boy, what are you doing?
I chased after the butterfly until we made it to the edge of the large, dense jungle.
At the center, the web awaits. Good luck.
Okay, it shouldn't be that bad, right? But as I looked around, I saw there were more and more of those beastly plants throughout the jungle floor. On days 15 to 16, I quickly climbed up the nearest jungle tree because I knew if I went through on the ground, I was a goner. I think I have an idea. With my mastery over the water element, I could now walk on water at will. Gotta love being elemental. With this, I was able to go further into the jungle, using its river as a clear pathway. From there, I was able to make it to the center, but a fort wall blocked my path.
Halt, trespasser!
The little creatures started throwing spears at me from on top of the wall. Ow! Hey! I was trying my best to dodge, but they were very accurate. In my frustration, I shot out a fire web, which caught one of them on fire.
Ow! Hot! Wait a second! That's the elemental spider! Let him through, dude! We literally challenged him! Oh, that's right.
The fort gates opened, and in front of me was the elemental earth web. I rushed in to go touch it, but then I was shoved to the side. Ouch! Looking over, I saw that between me and the web was the creature's leader.
Oh, the elemental spider. You finally made it.
On days 17 to 18, I was brought over to a starting line.
In front of you lies our famous jungle race, designed to be one of the toughest ever made. I know of your powers and wish for you to be a protector to my tomb people. If I win this race, you will do just that. But if you win, you can take the earth web. Do you accept?
I'm guessing I don't really have a choice. All right, let's do this. The two of us lined up at the start as one of the tombs yelled out, "Begin!" With that, we began the race, but he unexpectedly turned right, I quickly climbed up the trees and started to hop from treetop to treetop. I can't lose. But as I looked down, I saw the tomb leader was running through a clear path, leading straight to the finish line. He must have planned this from the start. This race is rigged. I have to think fast. I tried to catch up to him and used a precise shot of my fire webs to trap him to the jungle floor.
What? No!
While he was trapped, I managed to cross the finish line. Yes, I did it.
Fine. I am a tomb of my word. You can have our earth web.
But just then, we heard the sound of yelling. I spun around to see smoke coming back from the tomb's fort.
No! No!
On days 19 to 21, the leader and I made it back as fast as we could, but the entire fort was being destroyed by the skeletons. Did they follow me here?
Where is the elemental spider?
I tried to make a break for the earth web, but quickly saw it was destroyed. No! Now how am I supposed to master my elements? Because I was distracted, the skeletons quickly surrounded me with their upgraded bows.
Fire!
All of the skeletons together were about to take me out, but the tomb leader dropped down in front of me. What are you?
Hold on!
He shot out an attack. That caused the jungle floor below us to open up. Ah! Ow!
Hurry! Come with me! They're going to follow!
I did as he said, and we quickly escaped to the outskirts of the jungle.
My people, they're all gone! Those skeletons did this!
I know. I've been trying to take them down. They have my people. But without the earth web, that may be impossible now.
There may be a way we can make another. Follow me.
On days 22 to 26, I followed the tomb leader until we reached a strange-looking ruins.
Enter here, complete the ritual, and you will be allowed to summon anything within the jungle.
Whoa, thank you so much. I gave the tomb leader the coordinates to my base, and we split ways. As I went to head inside, I saw that it was shut.
You want to open this, huh?
Huh? Who said that? I looked up and saw 2 creeper statues over the entryway. Wait, you guys can talk?
Yep, we can. Now you have to make a choice. Pick blue or red. And whoever you choose is what ritual trial you're gonna face, okay? Oh, pick me. Pick me. Don't you just love the color blue? Don't be a sucker, man. Red is the way to go. Come on.
I choose red.
Ha! Suck it, Blue! That's 5 in a row! I mean, good luck.
The red side of the entrance opened up. Okay, here goes nothing. I quickly headed inside until making it to an open temple room. And at its center was a jungle tree. Oh, mighty tree of this jungle, can I please have the earth web? But as I wish this, its roots spread throughout the floor. And out from them came 4 hostile tree beings.
Prove your strength or die trying.
On days 27 to 29, the wood beings charged in towards me. Bring it! I charged right at them as well, as we clashed at the center. They had crazy jungle and earth powers and would use the tree's resources to their advantage. Ah! I countered by shooting out my water element at them, but it just caused them to grow? Oh, come on!
You know, Blue, I wonder how that spider's doing.
Ah! Ouch! Ah! Stay back! No!
I bet he's fine. Now, come on, let's continue our game of I Spy.
Okay, enough playing nice. I shot my fire at the beings, which dealt extra damage to them. They tried to run to the roots for more power, but I leapt up on the tree and shot at the roots with my fire webs. Because of this, the tree beings caught on fire and burnt down to a crisp. Aha! Take that! Am I strong enough now? The entire temple and tree then lit up as its voice rang out.
You have earned one wish to summon anything from the jungle.
I wish for the earth elemental web. Please, because of my wish, the tree itself transformed and turned into the earth elemental web. That's what I'm talking about. I walked up and touched it, which caused me to grow yet again. I was way stronger and now had 20 hearts. Whoa, I now have full control of the earth element. I wonder what I could do now. But as I said this, I was pulled into a vision. On days 30 to 32, I looked around and was now in a battle-torn village. Not only were villagers running around frantically, but spiders. And all of the friends I've made along the way were here as well.
The time has finally come, and that elemental spider is nowhere to be seen. Kill them all!
The skeletons were extremely powerful and were clearly going to win the fight. No! I was suddenly pulled back into the temple. Was that the future? And why wasn't I there? I can't let that happen. I walked out of the temple, and once I was outside of its doors, an arrow was shot at me. What the? It was stuck to the wall, and on it was a note. It read, "We are watching. Beware." What the? Who wrote this? I better keep an eye out. On days 33 to 35, I made it safely back to my base to see that the tomb leader found his way here too.
Hey, you did it! At least my tribe's sacrifices weren't for nothing.
It wasn't, and I'll make sure of that. So, from there, I took the time to build him up his own little jungle hut with a special food bowl for his beetle mount. Beetles eat food like this, right?
If he doesn't, I'll have it!
Marvin started sprinting over to the bowl, but just before he devoured the beetle's food, he was distracted by snowfall? Huh? How is it snowing on our island? Does it have to do with the ice element? As I said this, though, Marvin started to chase the snowfall out of the base.
It tickles.
Marvin, hey, wait up. It could be dangerous. On days 36 to 39, I chased Marvin out of the base as he was mesmerized by the snow. Dude, snap out of it.
I've never seen snow before.
He continued to run into a tundra. Stop! In my anger, I used my newly mastered earth element to create a wall of blocks in front of him, stopping him in his tracks.
Whoa! Sorry, Fozo. I don't know what came over me.
Then Marvin's nose picked up on something.
Huh? You smell that? That smells familiar.
We followed Marvin's nose to a creepy cave deep in the tundra.
I smell something similar to you in here, but my nose is pretty cloggy from all this cold.
There's so many tunnels, though. Without your nose, what are we gonna do? But as I said this, my eyes looked over, and I realized with my earth element, I could now see through blocks. Whoa! I have X-ray vision. I could see the shape of other spiders within the ice cave. Wait, my people? I ran in and found them cowering in the back of the tunnel. They all looked so weak. Oh no. Guys, what happened?
Shh. You might wake the beast.
Huh? What are you talking about? Just then, I heard a loud, aggressive...
That beast!
On days 40 to 44, I followed the echoes until I found a cave tunnel. And there, in the distance, was a large ice beast. Thankfully, it was seemingly going to sleep.
Whoa! Yeah, after we escaped the skeletons and hid here, we realized we were in its territory.
It took Charlotte. Just when she got back from scavenging food, she said she saw the elemental ice web.
She did? I have to save her. I started to sneak quietly throughout the cavern. Easy does it. That was when I finally saw something. Charlotte was frozen in ice. I'm here to help, Charlotte. I used my wall climbing ability to slowly navigate around the beast without awakening it. Then I quietly used my fire webs to melt the ice around her.
Oh, thank you.
But she accidentally walked into the fire, causing her to ignite.
Oh, hot!
Oh no! Because of this, we looked over, and the beast had woken up.
Sorry.
On days 45 to 47, we started running down the frozen tunnels as the beast chased right behind us. Its massive size caused the entire cave to shake. Come on, this way! We turned down a path, and as Charlotte ran by, I shot back at the beast with my fire webs. But he was so strong, it barely slowed him down. Oh no! We continued down the tunnel, just as we were cut off by a large crack in the ice. No! The beast was quickly gaining on us. Charlotte, though, without hesitation, swung across the gap. Whoa! We can do that?
Of course, silly. You're a spider first, remember?
Oh, right. Just before the beast was able to reach me, I swung across the gap with my own web. Woohoo! That was awesome! Now, safely on the other side, the beast seemed very upset.
No fair! Me wanted a spider eye buffet!
Gross, dude. We safely made it back to the others, and everyone was so happy to see Charlotte was safe.
I'm so happy you've finally risen up as the elemental spider, Fozo.
Well, someone needs to stand up to the Skull King, and it's gonna be me. Speaking of Charlotte, I heard you found the ice web?
Yes, but it wasn't looking too good.
What do you mean?
Go north, and once you see the snow golem, well, you'll know what I mean.
I quickly told the spiders to head back to my base with Marvin as I followed Charlotte's directions into the tundra. Finally, I saw a small group of snow golems looking at the elemental ice web. But it was melting. On days 48 to 52, I approached the golems and the ice web. Wait, is that a lava river in a tundra? Hey, what's going on?
Intruder! Kill the spider!
They all started throwing snowballs at me. They didn't hurt, but it was pretty annoying. Oh, right. Golems hate mobs like me. Guys, would you just...
Big bro, help us out!
I'm sorry, did you say big bro? Out of nowhere, I was thrown towards the lava river. Ah! I looked back to see a massive buff snow golem.
Stay away from us!
The large golem was about to throw a chunk of ice directly at me. Wait, look! I shot out a tiny ice block over the lava. See? I'm just like you.
Ah, the elemental spider. We've heard of what you've done for this world. You are welcome here.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry we attacked you. You see, my people have guarded this ice web for centuries, and we have never abandoned our post. But recently, it's like the land has turned against us.
Every river has turned into lava! Everything is melting!
Oh no, what if I can find a way to stop whatever's causing this and restore the ice web? Then can I take its power?
Of course. You have my word.
On days 53 to 56, I followed the lava rivers throughout the tundra towards their source, and there was even more melting. This can't be good. The lava flows led me up to a peak where a large lava pool was, and at its center was an active nether portal. What the heck is this doing here? As I said this, two skeletons walked up and headed inside of it. What are they up to? No, wait, focus. I have to stop the lava flow. Using my earth element, I started to pull the earth up at the mouths of each river, blocking them from their lava source. And that should do it. I looked out and shot water all over to turn the lava rivers into obsidian. Aha! Take that, stupid lava. Now, let's see how those skeletons react when I break their portal. But as I walked towards it, they came back out, and behind them was a massive wither skeleton.
Here you are, Mr. Bounty Hunter, sir. Our soon-to-be ruled overworld.
In hindsight, I should have closed the portal first.
There he is! Kill him!
The skeletons ran in, but with my new powers, I had the confidence to stand and fight. They had their upgraded bows, but with all the elements I'd mastered, I was able to overwhelm them. Aha! Finally took some of you down. That's when I realized the bounty hunter just stood there. Hi?
I was given this unique crossbow and will use it to kill you!
Of course. The hunter raised his crossbow and started shooting at me rapidly. Ah! I tried to get close, but the path wasn't wide enough to run around his attacks. I used my water elements to turn more of the lava into obsidian, but as I did, another one of his crossbow bullets hit me. Ah!
The skeletons fear you? For what? Any last words?
Yeah, I'll close your door on the way out.
Huh?
Big Bro launched a large chunk of ice at the skeleton, which knocked him back into the nether portal. I quickly ran up and broke it. Phew, that was a close one. Thanks for the assist.
Don't mention it.
On days 60 to 63, we made it back to the ice web to see that it was now revived.
I never thought I'd work together with a mob like you. You may now take your reward.
I ran up and touched it, and as I did, I felt its elemental power start to overtake me. Ice began to fall all around me, and the cold was starting to be overbearing. Ah! My heart! They are getting so low! I thought I was done for, but as I got down to one heart, the ice had merged within me, and I upgraded again. I grew even stronger, and now had 25 hearts, with full mastery over the ice element. Oh, yeah! My shout unleashed a new ice element out over the tundra, and because of this, it began to snow, and the nearby area was completely healed.
Our homes! They're so cold and perfect.
With that, I looked over to the big golem. So, what will you all do now? Haven't you watched over this web for centuries?
Yes, we have. And now our watch has ended. Thank you, and goodbye.
All of the golems marched off into the tundra in a cute little line. Huh, what a nice little family. On days 64 to 68, I made it back to my base and saw that Charlotte and the other spiders made it safely too. Thank goodness. I quickly extended my cave home and made them their own rooms to sleep in. I even added extra webbing throughout to make them feel just at home.
This is great! Thank you, Fozo.
Of course. From there, I saw Marvin had a pile of bones in front of his house. Glad to see you've been busy.
Oh boy, have I!
This actually gives me an idea. I combined all of the bones into one large bone just for Marvin. He looked at it like it was a buffet.
Yes!
As I admired my work, I was hit from behind. Ah! But as I spun around, no one was there? And on the ground was another note. Probably from my stalker. I picked it up, and instead of words, it just had a set of coordinates. I better follow it. It looks like my #1 fan wants to meet. I traveled until finally making it to the coordinates, but no one and nothing was there. Am I in the wrong place? Just then, I heard movement in the tree line all around me, and I was punched from the side. Ah! On days 69 to 73, I awoke in the middle of a strange hideout. Ah, my head! There, standing in front of me, was a ninja turtle? What the? After a second glance, I noticed this entire area was full of different peaceful mobs that were now hostile? This is so weird.
Hey, you're weird.
Look around you, bro. Us peaceful mobs had no choice but to weaponize ourselves.
Really? Why? I followed the turtle until reaching a hill outside the hideout. In the distance was a field of skeletons testing their new mounts. The rest of my people. The skeletons had a bunch of different bows with various abilities. Why are you showing me this?
The skeletons are growing more and more powerful each day, gathering and taking new resources. All of us lost our homes because of them.
Well, I'm trying to.
I know. You're trying to take them down. That's why we followed you, bro, to help show you where the lightning web is. Otherwise, the skeleton takeover will be upon us very soon.
Okay, well, where is it? Just then, a loud roar echoed in the sky. The turtle ran for cover. Hey, what are you doing? We looked up to see a vicious dragon flying overhead, which killed anything in sight.
That, my dude, is the lightning dragon, and it is the key to the lightning web.
On days 74 to 77, the two of us followed the lightning dragon from far below, but I could tell it knew something was up. Take cover! The two of us did, and thankfully, the dragon didn't spot us.
Oh, thank goodness. This is as far as I can go. I will not go anywhere without my people. Continue to follow the dragon, and you will find that your web lies in its nest. Good luck.
No, wait! But he suddenly poofed away. Come on, I need backup. I followed far under the dragon until reaching a clearing at the foot of a very tall mountain. And there was lightning striking down all around it. His nest is up there, but how am I supposed to reach it? Or better yet, put up a fight against the thing. Just then, I heard the sound of crying. I looked over, and inside a small little hole was a crying phantom.
A spider? Oh god, this is embarrassing. I'm totally not crying.
Stop lying, Ralph. You totally are.
Why are you guys upset?
Because we were once allowed to roam this forest's beautiful skies as we pleased. But since that lightning dragon came into the picture,
It kills everything it sees, spider dude.
Well, what if we team up? I want to take it down. On days 78 to 80, the phantoms flew me over the mountain. Just please don't drop me.
What?
Did you say drop you? Okay.
No! Wait! Ah! Thankfully, I landed right into the dragon's nest. And there, on the other side of it, was the lightning web.
You really thought we were gonna drop you to your death?
Dude, you should have seen the look on your face.
Yeah, haha, good one, Reggie.
Their laughter was cut short when we heard an intimidating... Oh no. We all looked up into the sky as the lightning dragon spotted us. It immediately began to spit out spews of lightning. Ah! Time to fight back. The phantoms took to the sky and tried to swoop in and hit the dragon when they could, while I was running around on the ground, shooting up my new ice spikes at it. Take this. The dragon was a very tough opponent though. My toughest yet. And unfortunately, he struck both of the phantoms down. Guys, no! I was now alone with a very upset lightning dragon. On days 81 to 85, he wasn't letting up, and the lightning strikes were now non-stop. I was getting lower and lower on hearts, and knew I had to think fast. Wait, I think I have an idea. I began to use my ice element and focused it all around him. Within a few seconds, I had completely encased him in ice. Now, for phase 2, with him held in place, I used my fire webs, which burned away the ice, but trapped the dragon. Aha! I did it! The dragon was getting burned all over, so he fled from the nest in defeat. Yeah, and stay out.
You did it.
Whoa, you guys survived. Well, enjoy your free skies again.
Thank you, Spider.
They quickly flew up happily in the sky. And with that, I went over and touched the final elemental web. Because of this, I grew in size one final time. I now had 35 hearts and was a full-on elemental spider with mastery over the lightning element. I am so powerful. Hurrah! On days 86 to 90, I was heading back to my base when I came across a horde of skeletons and the Skull King.
My king, it seems the bounty hunter failed his mission.
The Skull King lashed out in rage, killing him.
Can anyone do their job?
Sir, we have located the elemental spider's base.
Finally, some good news. We'll march out this instant.
What about her?
I looked over and saw that he pointed to a cage. Mom!
I don't need her anymore. Finish her!
The Skull King and his army marched off, as a few skeletons were left to kill her. No! I ran out and used my new lightning elements to strike one of them down.
Fozo?
Get him!
The others rushed in, but with all my newly found strength, I took them down with ease. Yes, I broke my mother out of her cage, and we were finally reunited.
Oh, my boy! I'm so proud of you! Where are the others?
Mom, they're okay. They're all back at my base. On days 91 to 94, my mother and I quickly made it back home, where I saw that everything was in ruins. No!
Fozo, stay focused. You have all the elements, right?
Yeah, why?
Come with me.
Me and my mother stood together at the center of my base.
We can still weave together the elemental web, and with it, you can stop the Skull King. I just hope we aren't too late.
What do I do?
Focus on all of the elements you have mastered and weave them together as one.
I listened to my mother's words and began to unleash my elements throughout the base. Elemental energy flowed around me, and it all started to weave together. I knew that all of my friends needed me. In a flash, the elements combined into a beautiful elemental web. And because of this, me and my mother grew in size and were empowered by all of them at once. Yes, Mom, look at you.
You did it! Now, we just need to find where they are.
I heard a distant, familiar echo. My vision. I know where they are. Time to take them down together. On days 95 to 99, my mom and I arrived at a horrifying sight. It's just like my vision. A battle-torn village. On one side was my friends, and on the other, the army.
Kill them all!
No! I ran in to meet the charging army before they can get to my friends. Using all my elements I could, I was able to hold them back and take out groups at a time.
Fozo, you're back!
I'm here now. You're all okay.
Wait, look!
I turned to see that my spider people were being surrounded by skeleton warriors.
Ha! Your time is up, spiders!
But before they could strike, my mother jumped in and took a warrior out with her elements.
I could get used to this.
What? No! Kill them!
More and more of them flooded in as me and my mom were taking them out left and right until
Fozo, behind you!
She leapt in front of me and took a hit. Mom! I blasted the warrior back, taking him out in rage. No, Mom.
I'm all right, my boy. Just a little tired. I think I need to rest a little.
We'll take care of her, Fozo, while you take care of that.
On day 100, I was now face to face with the Skull King, and the only one strong enough to fight him was me. I can't believe you. Why would you do this to my people?
You are all simply a means to an end, and that end is me, ruling you all!
We began to fight as he would use his massive sword to cut me down every chance he could. He was stronger than anything I had ever faced, but I knew I had way too many people counting on me. I blasted him with my water, but he would just push right through and cut me down on hearts. Ah!
Still just the weak little spider I saw all those days ago. I should have killed you the second I saw you.
You think I'd go down that easily? With that, I used my earth element to crack open the earth, causing him to fall into a pit. I leapt down and used the opportunity to start covering him in my fire webs. They were starting to take hold. With the one last web, I had completely encased him.
No! This can't be!
I focused all of my elements on one final blast that took the Skull King down. And with that, my spider people can now finally live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby elemental shark inside of my beautiful shark reef home.
My child, you are different.
Just then, the chunk of water around us vanished and teleported away. All of us sharks began to suffocate and panic. Mom, I can't breathe.
Terminus's magic actually worked. Finally!
Of course it did. Now, eliminate these creatures. Soon, us Endermen won't have to worry about this ocean's water anymore!
As Terminus left, the End Captains rushed in to kill us all. I gotta find my mom. I tried to flop towards the water, but...
Time to end this one!
No! In my panic, I sprayed out pure elemental water, causing the captain to teleport away. Whoa, I have elemental powers. I looked over, only to see my mom still struggling for air. Mom, hold on. I tried to swim towards her, but when I got to the edge of the water, I couldn't use my powers. What? I can't control them yet.
Fozo, our entire ocean is in danger. You must leave. Save yourself.
On day 2, I reluctantly listened to my mom and swam through the ocean, where more chunks of it continued to disappear all around me. Oh no! It wasn't long until I made it to a nearby river. Our ocean is in danger? No, I have to find a way to save it. But as I said this, a fishing hook splashed into the water right next to me. Huh? I swam out of the water, only to see players lined up along the river, fishing for gear.
I'm gonna catch some sick fish!
Another player cast his hook, and it hit me right on the head. Ah! Hey! Shark! shark! Oh no, time to go! I started to swim as fast as I could as the players began shooting at me with their bows and arrows.
Capture the shark!
It didn't take long until I reached a part of the river that was blocked by a large wooden dam. What do I do now? While distracted, I was hit by one of the players' arrows. Ah! Because of this, I let out a breath of pure fire that spread throughout the entire dam. Whoa! How many elemental powers do I have? But before I could do anything else, a player threw a potion of poison at me, causing my vision to get blurry. On day 3, I woke up trapped in a small pool in the middle of a tropical beach. Hey, let me go! I need to find my mom. The entire ocean is in danger.
Bro, check out this sick pet we caught.
Pet? I'm not a pet.
You are to them.
Huh? I spun around to see a little platypus was in here with me.
Yeah, thanks to you, my entire wooden home burned down, and they captured us both.
I'm sorry, but I can't be here. I need to get back to my family. I leapt out of the pool while no one was looking, in search of any nearby body of water. Because I was on land, I was slowly losing hearts. But thankfully, a shoreline. I was about to jump in when the platypus stopped.
Whoa, it's a fire fin.
Huh? There, sitting on top of the castle like a trophy, was a fire shark fin. Wait a minute, were there other elemental sharks? I have to take it in their honor. I hopped over and quickly grabbed the fin. But once I did, something began to happen to me. I upgraded into a larger elemental shark, and my fin turned into a fire one as well. Whoa! The fin made me stronger. Before I could really celebrate, though, the players spotted me.
My pet escaped, and he's stronger?
Bro, we gotta kill the thing! The players began to charge in, wielding enchanted weapons. But as one of them came up to me, I unleashed a fireball attack. Oh! It burned!
That shark is crazy! Every man for himself!
That fire fin allowed me to master my fire element.
Duh. Haven't you heard of the 5 elemental sharks?
No. I just spawned a couple days ago.
Well, there were 5 different sharks that each wielded a different element. They were the ocean's top predators and its protectors. I used to visit their shrines all the time. I'm actually a huge fan.
Shrines? Can you take me there?
Yeah, sure thing.
We swam deeper into the ocean until we reached a clearing with an ancient shrine surrounded by 5 pillars. I instinctively placed the fire fin down on top of one of them, which caused it to ignite with fire. Whoa. So what does this shrine do?
No one knew except for the 5 sharks, and they're long gone now.
Well, I have to find out. It may be the key to saving the entire ocean from Terminus. On day 5, I got to work, building up a safe shelter for myself near the shore. I even took the time to add an extra room for my mom. I promise, I'll do whatever it takes to find you. Then, I saw the platypus had made himself another wooden dam.
Don't worry, I made you a way to get in and out underneath. And my name's Pat, by the way.
Man, I'm just so happy to finally have another friend!
Out of nowhere, Pat was swooped up by an eagle. Pat!
Help me!
I quickly swam behind the bird as I shot out my fireballs, trying to stop him. But he kept dodging them. Come on, focus! Thankfully, I shot out one more fireball and hit the eagle head on.
Oh, boy. That was close.
You're telling me. I looked up from where we were and realized that we swam right up to a completely drained coral reef. And it was full of dying fish.
Help us!
On day 6, I went around in the water, trying to reach one of them. But all of them died before I could. This is awful. The ocean is being destroyed. Then, at the center of the area, Terminus and one of his generals teleported in.
Good work here. Now, any survivors you find are to be prisoners in our stronghold. I continue to grow stronger, and soon the entire ocean will be gone.
The stronghold? Maybe my mom is there. I have to find it. Wait, what's that? Ouch!
Ouch!
Are you a bamboo creeper?
No, I'm a jungle creeper. I was just thrown here all the way from the jungle by a kraken.
A kraken in the jungle.
I don't have time for this.
Hey, wait up. It didn't take long for the two of us to reach the shoreline of the jungle. And as soon as we got there, another creeper landed right next to him.
Oh, hey, Tommy.
Hey, Boom. Got thrown by the kraken, didn't you?
Yep. Anyway, gotta get back to it, you know? Kraken ain't gonna kick himself out.
Yep, for sure. Wait a minute. You're a shark. Maybe you could talk to him and tell him to leave?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a yes. Follow me.
On day 7, I reluctantly followed Tommy through a winding river until reaching his jungle home. I swam up until the river led to a dead end, which was right in front of their large leader. Whoa!
Why did you bring this shark here? You know I'm allergic to those sea creatures. Why do you think we keep that shark tail far away from me?
Huh? I looked over and saw that on the opposite side of their fort was the Earth Shark tail. Another elemental shark piece. Hey, how about a deal? If I get rid of that kraken, I can take that shark tail.
That shark tail means a lot to me, but fine, deal.
Sweet! With that, I swam out of the creeper's fort, swimming straight towards the center of the jungle.
Hey, Boom.
Hey, Tommy.
On day 8, I followed the river just in time to see the large kraken. He was in the center of a jungle lake, swatting at a creeper in the air. That explains a lot. Hey, you! I shot out a fireball at the kraken to catch his attention. What's your deal, man? You belong in the ocean, not here.
My entire home was destroyed, drained by those horrible, horrible Endermen. This jungle is now my home.
He launched out a tentacle and hit me up in the air. Ow! I was flung all the way up to the top of the jungle trees. I guess better this than the ground. From my new vantage point, I could see the kraken was enjoying the waterfall behind him. Is he taking a shower?
This waterfall is delightful.
I think I have an idea. Hopping between the trees, I sent out another fireball directly at the top of the waterfall. But with its impact, I was able to turn the water into cobblestone. Aha! Now will you go back into the ocean? But the kraken turned around towards me and looked angrier than ever. I can escort you there if you'd like. On days 9 to 10, the kraken was chasing me through the entire jungle. Unfortunately, I swam right back to the jungle creeper's fort. Oh no!
You brought him here? Are you crazy?
I tried everything I could! But as I said this, the kraken's tentacle slammed into me, hitting me aside. That's when the creeper leader took notice of him.
Oh, very large sea creature. Oh no!
His sneeze was louder than ever. Because of this, the kraken itself got launched into the air, right out of the jungle. Looks like he got a taste of his own medicine, huh?
I guess you sort of got rid of him. Go ahead, take this shark tail.
Sweet! I listened to their leader and grabbed the tail. Because of this, I began to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts and gained earth legs whenever I stood on land. What the?
That's just weird, man.
Yep, but hey, I can freely travel on land now.
Ah, just like the Earth Shark.
Wait a minute, did you know him?
Yes, I did. He was the only shark I wasn't allergic to.
Did he ever say anything about an elemental shrine?
Ah, the shrine. Him and the other elemental sharks protected it with their lives. At full power, it's said to enhance all the elements within the world.
Huh, okay. That's good to know. On days 11 to 12, as I was leaving the jungle, I saw the Kraken was there on the shoreline.
Now my home has been taken from me twice!
I have an idea. Hey, you. I know a perfect new spot you can call your home. Come with me. With that, I brought the Kraken back to my base to serve as our guard out front. With the job, I also made sure to make him a nice little home as well. Afterwards, I placed down the Earth Tail on the shrine, causing the pillar to activate as well. Yes!
Hey, Fozo! Thank you for giving me a place to stand. With Terminus and his Ender Guards everywhere, it's only a matter of days until all this beautiful ocean is gone.
Speaking of Terminus, do you know what he's planning?
Only days ago, I thought Terminus was just a myth. In Tales, he's said to be the strongest ender creature known to Minecraft. But he's been hidden in the shadows, waiting for the opportune moment to strike within his stronghold, deep within the tundra.
His stronghold is in the tundra? My mom could be there. I have to get her. I began to swim out of the base, but Pat jumped out in my way.
Dude, Terminus is ultra strong. You aren't strong enough.
I looked back at the elements we had collected so far. With the rest of the elements, I will be. But if there's any chance in saving my mom, I am taking that risk. On days 13 to 14, I made it to the closest tundra in search of Terminus's deadly outpost. Traveling like this will never be normal. It wasn't long until I reached an icy shoreline where I saw a group of penguins.
A shark with legs? You look ridiculous!
Yeah. With the burst of my fireball, all the penguins scattered away.
He shoots fire! I repeat, he shoots fire!
Ignore them.
I turned over to see an amber guardian freezing in the icy cold water.
They've been making fun of me for days.
Wait, why are you in the middle of a tundra?
My entire home was recently taken over by large, scary machines. I was kicked out and forced here.
I'm so sorry. By any chance, have you seen any large, scary outposts around here?
Why, yes, it's just over there.
After making it over a hill, I saw that in the distance was Terminus's stronghold. Endermen were all throughout, patrolling the entire area. Bingo. Hey, and I promise I'll make it back and help you take back your home.
Oh, thank you. If you really do, a very rare prize awaits you.
On days 15 to 16, I snuck my way inside of Terminus's stronghold, barely avoiding a couple of patrolling Endermen. Ooh, too close. After I was inside, I passed by a hallway where they held caged sea creatures who were slowly dying from lack of water. They can't breathe. Oh no, I better hide. Strange. That was close. Just as I said that, I heard a familiar voice call out to me.
Fozo?
I spun around to see my mother caged at the end of the hallway. Mom, there you are. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. If you break us out of these cages, all of the Endermen will be alarmed.
Well, there has to be a way to get you out of here. I'm not gonna leave you again. Just then, the Enderman from before teleported in front of me.
I knew we heard something.
Oh no! I blasted him with my fire element, which quickly took him down. But it was too late because alarms started to blare throughout the stronghold. We gotta get out of here. I tried using all of my elemental powers to break open the cage, but it didn't budge. No!
My boy, listen to me. You are very special. It is you that has to stop these Endermen. Terminus is planning something big, and it will impact all of us.
Suddenly, an Ender Captain teleported into the hallway behind us.
Son, please, save our home.
I will. The Ender Captain came rushing forward to attack, so I turned and began to run at him as well. He was very fast and had a large, deadly blade to slice me with. Ah! I used my Earth element to make a wall which blocked him from hitting me, but he just teleported over it. No, he's too strong. Looking around, I saw the Enderman I killed earlier had dropped an Ender Pearl. I think I have an idea. I ran over and grabbed it, throwing it out of a window as far as I could.
No sea creatures will escape!
The captain rushed up and tried to hit me again, but I teleported out just in time.
An elemental shark was here? He must be collecting the elements. No! We must hunt him down and find him right away!
On days 19 to 21, I teleported far outside in the tundra. No, I couldn't save my mom again. Out in the distance, I watched as Endermen began running out of the stronghold. They must be searching for me.
Hey!
Ah! Oh, it's just you. Wait, how did you get here?
That's not important. Remember that promise you made me? Follow me!
I did as he said and followed him beneath the icy water until we swam back out into the ocean. There, waiting for us, was a guardian monument. But this one was different. It looked more modern. And are those?
Yep, mechanized guardians. Stupid players took over our home and are keeping all my people there as prisoners.
All right. Well, I promise I'd help you take it back. So let's do this.
And you know that very rare reward I promised? It's deep within our home. And I think with it, you can help us take it back. It is the water shark gills.
Another elemental shark part. Sweet. Let's see what I can do. On days 22 to 26, I slowly made my way inside the monument to see that the whole interior was drained. But people took this place over and made it into a zoo? The guardians that lived here were all trapped in cages, and customers were all around making fun of them.
It's so dumb looking.
You're a strange looking guardian.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just then, I watched as a bunch of customers were standing around the main attraction, the water shark gills. Time to get it and wash these people out. I began jumping, using the cages as platforms to make my way towards it. Ugh, man, feels so weird to jump. But because of my height, the customers spotted me.
Hey, Fang is trying to take the main attraction! Stop him!
Multiple people pulled out slingshots and began shooting cobblestone at me. Ah! Ow! Hey! Stop it! One of them almost hit me off. So I shot down a fireball right back at him, causing him to catch on fire.
Fire! Ah!
With this distraction, I was finally able to make it to the display case. On days 27 to 29, I grabbed the water gills. And because of this, I grew into an even stronger elemental shark. I gained 5 more hearts and now had full control of my water element. Awesome! An idea then sparked within me. The customers were all still trying to shoot me from below. So with my new elements, I aimed up at the ceiling and shot water everywhere. This caused the entire room to rain down and fill with water.
Oh no! The zoo! It's flooding! Everyone for themselves!
I continued to blast the ceiling until I was eventually able to flood the entire room. All of the customers were then forced to swim out and head back to the surface. Whoa, who knew a water element would be so cool? The Amber Guardian from before then swam back into his old home and looked so happy to see that all of his people were freed.
Yes, you did it. You saved my home. It was very minimal damage as well.
But just as he said that, an explosion blasted through the wall, revealing a player controlling one of the mech guardians.
You ruined the zoo I made, you stupid shark! And now you're gonna pay!
On days 30 to 32, the mech swam in to attack. I tried my best to swim around and avoid his hits, but he was able to shoot out explosive rockets, which even destroyed parts of the monument.
No!
I let out a powerful roar towards the mech, breaking the submarine open. And because of this, the player then tried to escape, but I cut him off.
No! Wait!
Give me a reason not to take you down right now.
I'm sorry, okay? Me and all my friends were living in the most beautiful lake area until one day, all the water was like gone. Not only was the lake empty, but our crops, everything was dead. We were forced to move. So I found this place, and I see now what I did was like wrong.
Okay, fine. It's all right. I let the players swim out safely from the monument. But then I looked around at all of the guardians, sad to see that their home was destroyed. Hey, you guys, why don't you come with me? On days 33 to 35, the guardians all came back to my base. So I spent some time building up their own monument. Hey, I'm sorry for kind of being the reason the players destroyed your home in the first place.
That's all right. We love it here.
Great. I then went on over to the shrine and placed down the water shark fin, causing the next pillar to activate. I wonder what happens if we find them all.
Oh, it's pretty simple, really. Those who bring back all elements to the Shrine of the Sharks can revive all of Minecraft's elements.
All elements? So if I revive all of the shrines, I can bring back all of the water in the ocean. Whoa!
Yeah, I was a huge fan of the whole element thing when I was younger.
Hey, get your own gig, pal. I'm the biggest elemental fan here.
Just hold on, Mom. I'll be strong enough to save you soon. Just then, I heard a loud scream in the distance.
Hold steady, man.
What was that? On days 36 to 39, Pat and I swam out into the ocean until we made it into another drained area. But this was much larger. It's almost like an entire desert. Terminus is getting stronger. We then heard more screams as we were getting close.
Amen. Push!
I looked out and saw an entire pirate ship stuck in the sand.
Captain, we can't push this thing. It's stuck.
On the deck of the ship emerged a larger crab with a pirate's hat.
Well, you better start digging it out. Or start digging your own graves. At this rate, we'll never find the lightning shark tooth.
A lightning tooth? That must be the next elemental shark piece. Hey, Captain, sir?
Ah, the elemental shark.
You know about me?
Why, of course. Any creature who lives in the seas knows about ye. They say you're out looking for all the shark pieces, eh?
Aye, aye.
Great. We just so happen to have in our possession the map to the Storming Mines. A place said to hold the legendary lightning tooth. If you can put me ship back in the water, we'll happily take you there.
Sweet. But just one thing. I don't think I'm strong enough to push your whole ship either.
Don't you worry. Follow me.
The crab brought me over to a sand dune and looked over the horizon.
The Ender Captain who did this to us has a strange power in his hand. One that I think can help move our ship into the water. And he walked off just this way.
On days 40 to 44, following the crab's directions, I made it to see nothing but one of Terminus's Ender Captains. But he was just waiting there.
He said you'd come.
Huh?
You know you can't stop Terminus, right? His plans have been in motion for decades, centuries. And now I'm here to make sure a little wannabe elemental shark won't ruin my commander's plans!
The Enderman launched a large clump of the surrounding floor right at me. Whoa! You have a magic hand? We began to fight as he kept hurling chunks of sand and coral at me. So I tried to get in close, but right as I was about to hit him, he teleported away. Right, he can still teleport. Of course. However, using my earth element, I was able to make a wall of earth to block his following attacks. Okay, come on, Fozo, think. Think!
What a weak little shark who can't even save his own mother.
What did you just say? He threw another chunk of earth right at me, but I dodged it and shot at him with a beam of water. Oh yeah, that's their weakness. The captain angrily came in close to slash me, but I had an idea and summoned a bubble of water right above him. Because of this, he began to take damage and drowned. Yes, his ender hand dropped to the ground. With this, I'll be able to move that pirate's ship. But just then, Terminus teleported in, hovering above me. I was about to fire at him without hesitation, but a sudden blast of energy shot out, and the ground around me began to change into end blocks. I feel so weak.
You may have been stronger than one of my captains, but don't think for a second that you are stronger than me. I am a true Enderman, the strongest of all the species. This world had to give us a weakness, but once all this water is gone, we will have none.
He unleashed a cube of pure ender energy that came flying towards me. But why? Don't you realize what you're doing to the world? No one can survive without water.
No! To me, water only kills. It's killed countless of my kind, including my father!
He unleashed another attack so powerful that it began to pull me in. But with my new Ender Hand, I summoned a sphere of blocks around him, giving me just enough time to escape.
Run while you still can.
Sir, your power, it's almost ready.
Yes! Yes!
On days 48 to 52, I made it back to the crab's ship. Hey, I got the magic hand.
Alrighty then, use it.
I pointed it at the ship, causing it to lift up in the air. Whoa.
Hey, easy does it now.
Right, sorry. I carefully set the ship back into the ocean. Sick. All right, now give me the map.
About that.
Huh? Two of the pirate crabs grabbed me with their claws and shoved me off the deck. Hey!
Hoist the sails! Let's get out of here!
The ship instantly began to sail off. Get back here!
Look at him trying to keep up.
Aye, sorry, matey. You should never trust a pirate. Fire!
They shot me with a cannon and hit me, knocking me back. Oh, come on! Seriously?
Don't worry. Look what I got.
He threw over the map to the storming mines. Wait, you took it? Pat, you're a genius. From there, Pat headed back to base as I swam off, following the map right to an abandoned mine. The elemental lightning tooth is here. Hello? Anyone home? No one answered, but I saw a light glow from one of the nearby mine shafts. That's not creepy at all. On days 53 to 56, I headed deeper into the mines to find a cavern with a large skeleton of a creature. What is that? I turned around, and right behind me was a group of skeletal miners. Ah! I ran away deeper into the cavern, almost running into another one. What the? They pushed me down to the deepest part of the cave, hitting me right next to the giant skeleton. Ow!
Anyone who enters this mine shall be cursed.
Wait, what? Cursed? I looked up, and there, standing high in the cavern, was a mining chief. Look, I come in peace. I'm just here to find the lightning tooth.
Those who come to this mine only want it for its treasure, for pure greed.
More of the miners began to shamble towards me. No, wait, it's not greed. I'm doing this to save people, to, save the ocean.
Is this true?
Yes, I promise. Suddenly, a loud roar echoed through the cavern, and with a crack of thunder, the skeleton in the floor became a massive electric eel. Whoa, that's bad news. On days 57 to 59, all of the miners cowered in fear as the eel looked down on all of us.
Don't hurt us! It was him! It was him that awoke you, not us!
Not cool, man. The eel roared again, causing the entire mine to shake.
It's gonna collapse!
All of the miners began to run out the exit tunnel. But just when I tried to follow, a blast of electricity hit me from behind. Ow! The giant eel phased through the ground and rose in the middle of the mines. And all of the miners were so scared of him.
Who has come to take my lightning tooth?
It's not yours. That tooth belongs to the elemental sharks.
Didn't you hear the miners? All who come here with the intentions to take are cursed to stay here forever with me.
We are so sorry, Great Eel. We won't let anyone disturb your rest ever again.
But the eel angrily struck out and killed the chief.
Yeah, let's just keep our mouths closed.
Hey, this is between you and me.
So be it.
I jumped into the water around the eel, and his attacks were so powerful. He even began to make a storm in the sky above. I blasted him with my fire element, hitting him head on. Because of this, he shot an attack out that caused the miner to fall in the water. No! I swam over and pushed him out of it. But because of that, I was now extremely low on hearts.
If you die here, you'll be under my control for eternity.
I am not dying here. I blasted him back with more of my elements. And then I remembered the tooth. I focused an attack, aiming right towards his teeth. Because of this, it caused an explosion that took him down for good. Yes! There, in the middle of the water, fell the lightning shark tooth. I grabbed it, causing me to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts, and my body was now filled with electricity. Woohoo! I then looked over and saw that the mining chief was now alive. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, like the eel said, a curse is immortality, you know, so we kinda have to like live forever or whatever. But thank you. How can we pay you for getting rid of that beast, huh?
I think I have an idea. On days 64 to 68, I brought the group of the miners back to base with me, quickly building up a new and improved mining shack on the shoreline for them.
Thank you again, Fozo. It's time we get back to what we're all good at, mining.
Glad I could help. From there, I went and put the lightning tooth on its pillar, igniting it as well. Whoa, it's almost complete. Just one more to go.
Hopefully you find it soon. But first, I gotta show you something.
I went out with Pat until we reached the shoreline where I first met him all of those days ago. But all of the water was completely gone.
Soon, this'll be the entire world. All those sea creatures are gonna die without water.
Just then, a large cloud formed up above us in the sky. Whoa. What was that? A passageway then formed out of thin air, leading up.
The air has chosen you. Now you must prove yourself worthy.
Worthy? Wait, the air shark. He's still alive, and he's up there. On days 69 to 73, I walked up the passageway and made it up to the cloud, only to see an entire town was up here. There were little mushroom people, all walking around everywhere. But after a second glance, I realized everyone was weak. Ouch!
Who goes there?
I'm, Fozo, the elemental shark. You guys are the ones that called me up here.
Whoa, guys!
Guys, look! He's elemental!
A couple of the other mushrooms then walked up and gathered around me.
Whoa, that's sick! What elements do you have?
Look, I can show you guys all later, but right now, I'm in search of the air shark.
The sky beast is what you're after? Ha! Yeah! Good luck!
Huh? What are you talking about? I followed the mushroom deeper into the town until we came across an ominous temple door.
The sky beast resides within these temple doors. They lead deep within the cloud carrying our kingdom. However, they open very rarely, and only when it's raining and storming everywhere. But because of those stupid Endermen, it's barely even sprinkling anymore.
Well, there has to be a way I can open these things, right? Huh. You know what? Just leave it to me. On days 74 to 77, I began to climb up the kingdom's tallest tower. From here, I tried to use my new lightning element to summon a deadly storm. All right, I summon thy lightning! Rah! Ah, come on, man.
You're gonna need a lot more energy than that, and also copper.
That's it. I went around the town and showed off some of my cool elemental powers to the mushrooms in exchange for some copper.
You can burn fire!
What? No, it's more of a...
whatever. Here you go.
With my new resource, I built lightning rods throughout the area, everywhere on the tower. Okay, round 2. Let's see if this works. Because of the lightning rods, I had more energy than ever, causing a storm to shoot down over the entire cloud. The mushrooms in the town began dancing with happiness after seeing it rain again. And when I looked over to see the temple, its doors had finally opened.
Whoa! Great job! You're an awesome yet very deadly fish.
Thanks for all of your help too. With that, I headed inside of the temple. On days 78 to 80, I walked through the torch-lit hallways.
So, the shark has made it to me. Follow the halls.
Yep, I was already doing it. It didn't take long for me to reach a room, which quickly opened to an ocean maze.
Complete the maze and prove yourself as a worthy shark.
Is me being elemental not enough?
Begin!
I started to swim through the maze as fast as I could, trying my best to make it to the center. But I must have taken a wrong turn, because as I did, the water level began to lower. Oh no, I'm guessing if it runs out, then I fail. I better be careful. Unfortunately though, I kept making wrong turn after turn, and the water was only getting lower. Thankfully though, I saw the center and made a break for it. And I made it right before it depleted. Yes! I couldn't celebrate for long though, as there in the center was the large, intimidating air shark.
I knew one day the elemental shark would be born. A shark that combines all the elements from me and my fellow shark friends.
Seems like I came just in time. I need all the elements in order to stop Terminus.
Ah yes, Terminus, the very being that killed the other elemental sharks.
Wait, he killed them?
Why yes, all for his dream. We stood in his way, but none of them were strong enough to take him down. Not one, but maybe you are.
Well, I have to try.
If you wish to obtain my air element, then you must promise to have great courage and bravery in my old age. My cloud kingdom crumbles by the day.
I promise. I will do everything in my power to save all the creatures in the world from him.
Very well, then. Accept my air heart.
Wait! In a surge of speed, the air shark flew up into the sky and spun the winds around himself. Once he was high enough, a bright light burst out from him as the air heart dropped down before me.
Finally, I can be with my friends.
Thank you. With that, I collected his air heart, upgrading once again, mastering my air element. And I was now a full-on elemental shark. Oh, yeah. On days 86 to 90, I was making my way back to base when I heard Terminus up ahead.
Today is the day that all Endermen will remember!
Oh no. I came over to the shoreline and I saw that Terminus was hovering over the water and his Endermen were suffocating sea creatures to watch. My mom, she's there.
Today is the day that I remove our one and only weakness, water!
He suddenly grew in size, and through all the power he has gained, he stared over the ocean and summoned a powerful wave of energy. But this time, it shot out and drained away the entire ocean.
Yes! Yes!
No! You monster! What have you done?
I am no monster. I am the most powerful of all species. You deal with these vile creatures. The rest of you, come with me.
Terminus and his captains then teleported away as the Endermen moved in to attack all of the defenseless creatures. Mom, no! I ran in and used my new air element to send out a burst of wind that took out the attacking Endermen. Then, using my water element, I created a pool for the fish and the creatures to breathe. Mom, are you all right?
Fozo? Yes, we are safe now, thanks to you. Look at you, my boy. You are so strong.
Hopefully strong enough to take down whatever Terminus has become.
Well, I know that if anyone could do it, it would be you, Fozo.
Thanks, Mom. I wonder where he went off to, though. Wait, my base! On days 91 to 94, I hurried back home, where I saw the water had been drained here as well.
Fozo!
I looked over and saw Ender Captains had cornered Pat, the miners, and the Kraken. Stay away from them! I ran in and shot out my water element, which gave the Kraken a pool to fight in.
Oh, yeah!
But then, one of them was closing in on Pat. No! Thankfully, though, the Amber Guardian jumped in front and was hit by one of his attacks. This gave me just enough time to blast the Ender Captain. He teleported away, revealing that him and the other captains were there guarding the shrines. They must know what it does. I have to unlock it. On days 95 to 99, the captains were the only thing standing between me and the shrine. I'm guessing you're just not gonna let me through, huh?
You will die for trying to stop Terminus!
The three captains all ran in, but I used all of my elements to hold them back.
Round two, baby!
The Kraken swatted the captain, taking one of them down. I followed up with a beam of water. That took out the second one.
No!
That was for hurting my friend!
Good job, Pat. I was about to run to the shrines and place the final elemental shark piece down when...
Enough!
A powerful shockwave shot out from Terminus, corrupting my base. On day 100, I was the only one still strong enough to face Terminus.
Stop resisting! Can't you see that only the strong survive? You cannot defeat me!
I won't let you do this! I'm sorry that water hurts your people, but nothing else can survive without it!
I can't expect someone weak like you to understand. This is how it must be!
We began to fight as his Ender energy overpowered me. I knew I had to use every element at my disposal to defeat him. I have to think quick! Another cube of energy then flew towards me, but Terminus then quickly teleported close and flung me back with an attack.
It's just as I said. You're weak, and the weak always lose.
I'm sorry, but I think you're the weak one.
What?
In his anger, he teleported forward, but I countered with a water beam attack, hitting him head on. This gave me an opening to place the air heart on the final pillar, which caused the entire shrine to activate. activate. The central shrine in the middle of my base opened up, and coming up from it was a huge geyser of water. It bursted and flooded the area, refilling the entire ocean. Yes! Terminus was stuck in the water, which finally took him down for good. And the entire ocean was restored the way it should be.